My nuts are all good. Can I make it a smiley face?
Pulls out a knife and starts cutting himself.
You can tattoo some eyes, and it's gonna be like.
Surprise face, like on.
Oh, I didn't know I had those. I mean, I think I've been pretty good lately, so I don't think. Yeah.
Are you gonna get a bonus?
Maybe a couple bonus bullets. I don't know. We'll see.
Wait, whoa! What kind of fucking meeting are we going to?
I don't know. It's
Two-person getaway to Fiji.
Yeah. How do you like Fiji?
Was I in
Maybe
this
the
meeting
Canary
or not?
Islands.
I can't remember.
I'm gonna check. Is the child lock safety on this car? Can I open the door?
There's not even door handles on this thing. You know
Ah,
how our
shit.
saga is.
Ah, fuck. Let's- Really? Can I not just kick? Fuck, fine.
There's no arguing it at this point.
Oh, no. It's just like, can I just, can you just, tie my fucking eyes on and tie my hands? I don't care.
Maybe they want to offer you a job, Toyota.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if they take y'all to like an office with like a very clear skyline. You can tell exactly where. I'd be like, they were just doing that to be a bunch of assholes. What the fuck?
Nah, fucking put the bag on. Did you clean it at least? Ah, come on, man.
As Rico's bag goes over his head.
That's what I was gonna do exactly. Yeah. 1 second. Shablamo. Ooh, now 20. Okay. Go, 26.
Oh,
How many floors is this building? So it's pretty tippy top here. We're going to the executive suites here then.
Let's wait.
Or close to. Okay.
You reach exit velocity if you go out of the window. You reach terminal velocity.
The bead, like the one sweat drop right now.
Oh. Bye.
Do I notice? Perception?
I think perception would fit. I mean, he could probably hear my footsteps with him.
That's exactly. I'm brown bagged. I'm not fucking,
That's why you're alone moving away.
Up to you, champ. Okey doke. 14. Not good, not bad. Oh. 14. Well, shit. Okay. Am I being led to where I need to go? Do I feel the barrel of a gun in my back? Oh. Oh. Okay. I was gonna say, is that a gun in your pocket?
No.
Okay.
Is that a gun in your pocket? All right. So, Echo, you're brought in. It's not an executive you've seen before. He's kind of he kind of notices you walk in. He pours himself quickly a glass, and you a glass, and it, Take a seat.
I'll sit down.
He pulls up a tablet because, you know, God knows they don't use paper. And you see him take a second. He's kind of scrolling through. So, first things first, make me a fashion check.
Is that wardrobe and style
Yeah.
or personal grooming?
I'll give you either.
I'll pick personal grooming.
Okay. So it's an awkward silence at first. Like you're just sitting there, drink in front of you, and he's just scrolling through this tablet, not saying a word to you. You still don't know who this guy quite is. You do know you're very high up on the floor, and you can see out the window behind him and everything. You kind of like take a look around the office real quick, see if you like notice anything.
I'm assuming
There's
there's
just
cameras in here.
there is a camera, but it's just you and him.
Yeah. Is there any like other furniture? Like, is it just like a casting couch or like?
Oh, yeah. No, it's pretty. It's well dressed up, right? It's a well dressed up office with the fake plants, other chairs, you know, whatever it is to make it kind of look more of his style.
One thing I want to check is I want to look at his hands and stuff, and you know, just his general appearance. Does it look like he is kind of a business executive, or is he like armed?
So you don't see a weapon. You do see one of his hands is a cyber hand. It's got 8 fingers.
I will always assume that that's probably a weapon.
Yeah, his other hands meet. You can tell he's got cyber eyes because they're
He's
overdone.
got 8 fingers.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my hand up and go, "You too?"
He looks at you. Looks like just stares at you for a second. Goes, you know, like noticing that you're just trying to make a joke, you know, and then just goes back to the tablet. He hands you a shard. He goes, "Take a look at that."
Man, I fucking hate shards. I'll take a look at it.
All right, so you know you kind of just
I
insert
assume they're
it.
gonna murder me. They're just gonna shoot me. So,
Oh, trust me, if you were wanted to be dead, you'd be dead, right? So
yeah. I'll look at it.
It's a quick version of just your last couple of missions, like a quick summary. You do get a bonus of 1,000 eddies.
Oh shit.
And as you're kind of going through it, he goes, "Listen, you've done nothing but good for us lately. We're even thinking about giving you a possible promotion."
That sounds nice.
Right? It might be a little out of your wheelhouse, but from what I've heard from your direct supervisor, you've been wanting to expand a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
You know, I don't know much about your social effect for the company, and personally, I really don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna give you a chance to prove yourself. He hands you, he wouldn't hand it. It'd just be on that same shard. As you're kind of like going through, again, it's a quick rundown with your bonus. You do see it would be a promotion if you complete this task. You get 2 tasks to choose from. He goes, "I'm going to be fair with you. You guys have kind of accomplished some things that we honestly didn't expect you to in the fashion. Now, let me say, we prefer a little quieter, but mission complete's mission complete. So these 2 have been on the bottom of the trash bin. We've sent 2 separate task force on each of these, and neither one have come back. So we're looking to take you and your friends. Of course, we'll pay them as well. Of course, you'll have Angel, and you'll have our new God, what's that guy's name with you again? Oh God, what does he go by? Hold on a second. He starts going through the tablet. What's his name? Dickface?
I don't know if
Dumbass?
that's right.
Oh,
I
right.
think it's
Yeah, codename
Butcher?
Butcher. Yeah, that guy. You can have him on the job too.
who's Dickface? Who has that code name?
My next character.
Yeah.
Okay.
So depending on what you decide to take, each job will pay. You could tell everybody in your team they'll get 1,000 eddies for completion. There will be sub, quote unquote, objectives in each thing, and each, there's other information. For example, one of the jobs is we need to hunt somebody down. We don't care if they die or live, but they have tech that we want. Killing them would just be a bonus. Anybody goes quiet, but really the goal is the tech. You can look over it for a minute. You don't have to choose right now. That shard does expire in 2 days, so just answer before then. And whatever you guys do get paid, you can tell that, what's his name again? Butcher. Right, that's what he goes by. You can tell him whatever we pay, he gets half.
Half?
Yeah, he doesn't get full pay.
Okay. 1,000 eddies each, except a butcher, because fuck that guy, I guess.
The guy standing in front of you is very well groomed, as I mentioned, very well dressed. He is of Asian sense, and clearly has a hate for Butcher for some reason. Other than that, I'll give you the info on the jobs later, and you can kind of like relay it to the team. There's no rush on these jobs per se, as long as they get completed in a timely manner. Again, we've sent a couple special forces on both of these jobs, and we have yet to hear from either one of them. So you're up next. You're at plate batting.
Well, I hope to hear from you again if we're alive. So we'll let you know what we pick.
It'd be such a shame. I'd miss you so much.
Yeah, it sure would be. Are you gonna kill that guy I came with?
Who'd you come with?
The guy with the brown bag on his head.
Oh, I didn't call for anybody else.
Oh shit.
Ah.
I don't know who you have in the brown. Well, I'm curious now, so I'll look into it for you.
Fuck me.
I'm all walk out, I guess.
Oh, thank
Did you take a sip of the drink?
No, I didn't. He never took a sip, so I didn't take a sip.
Yeah, he
It
did
would be
not take a
impolite.
sip. He did not take a sip. It's just the motion of pouring, right? It's like the politeness of
Yeah.
pouring the guy. Yeah. All right,
It
so
would
you
be
step up.
impolite for me to sip without the host also sipping.
All right. I'll tell you, you are sat down in a wooden ass broken chair. You can tell when you sit down. Bag pulled off your head. And there's a figure in front of you, but the way the room is set up, you can't tell who they are. It's just kind of like a shadowy touch to them. I'm going to keep this clear and simple. Yes. And when they speak, you hear both a male and a female voice at the same time speaking.
So it's cool. Okay. I was gonna ask like if I recognize the voice. Guess
Yeah.
not. Okay,
I'm going to keep it easy and square here, all right? There's a chip inside your neck. Go ahead. You can try to feel it if you like.
Do I have to?
No, but it's there.
I mean, I believe you. There's no point. If I'm here, there's a reason why. I know.
Yes. There's a particular job that we'd like you to handle alone. And
Okay.
I'd like to casually mention there's no saying no. There is no pay. There is no anything. You're just to do it. Now,
I mean, you're kind of driving a hard bargain here. What the fuck?
so we know that you've been fucking a corpo over on the side.
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Don't play stupid. We know.
I have no idea.
Her husband. We need him. We need him in the dirt. We need him in the dirt.
That's easier said than done. Can I ask why?
No.
Of course. When? Let's
Preferably before you got 3 months. I'll give you easy. You got 3 months to plan.
Easy enough. Now the other question: how discreet?
I don't
Not
care how
exactly
discreet.
known for-
I don't care how discreet or how loud you are, but God forbid you mention the name Air Sakura again, you won't get the word out.
Huh. Now, I know there's no pay. What? Can you give me an incentive here other than that you get to live?
Absolutely. You feel a little shock in the middle of your neck, but doesn't do anything, but you feel it.
Like,
So your incentive is that doesn't go off.
I get to keep my neck. Okay, thanks.
And you know what? You have my word. We'll take that chip out when the job is done. How about that?
Okay, like I just started laughing. Sure. Okay.
So you got exactly 3 months.
You're not really. You're driving a hard bargain here. It's an offer I can't refuse, right?
I mean, you could, but you won't leave the room.
Fuck it. Fine. Consider it done.
Wonderful. You have a lovely day.
I just slumped over.
Get your brown bagged again, and you're brought out of the room. Just instantly, just.
So immediately as soon as it shuts off,
yeah. Echo, you kind of like walk out of the office looking for him, like you look a left, you look right, like where the fuck did they take him? Before you know it, they're coming around the corner. The one escort with the brown bag.
Yeah, you survived.
There's the cut.
Before you're brought, before you know it, you're brought back on the elevator, brought back down. Once you get to the first floor, the brown bag comes off.
And while we're on the elevator, so did you get your promotion?
Not yet. But we're close, I think.
An actual promotion.
I think. How'd your review go?
Flawless. No hitches
Good.
whatsoever.
Good, I'm glad. We can celebrate tonight.
Now, where are we celebrating?
You know where we're going.
Fucking of course again. Do we have to go to the same place again?
Yeah, it's called making yourself a staple.
Fine. What are you gonna call the gang now?
Butcher, real quick.
Yeah.
You get like an email, and it's blank, and all that's attached to it is an I quit form. That's all there. That's all that's attached to it.
This motherfucker's going on my list. What's his name again?
What's his name? The email's just from like some generic company email. That just.
Hey,
Just drag it over into my Fiji folder.
Oh yeah.
This is from Human Resources.
I'm gonna send a message out to everybody, and it's gonna be a GIF of Echo opening an envelope, like a mail envelope. It's gonna say "New job incoming." 1K pays 1K each, except for Butcher, because fuck that guy. It's Echo with 2 middle fingers.
It does have optional pay. Like there will be obviously things that you can do.
Yeah. On the bottom, it's gonna say, what is it? Side quests, and then a bunch of question marks.
I just type in fucking weeb.
Of course.
Well, I guess I could have just told you that since you're sitting next to me.
I love the fact is you don't tell him, you still send the message, and then just
Yeah.
look over at him.
Like,
I'm really just like
We've been walking together for 10 minutes. What the fuck?
yeah.
why? Do you not know how to not send messages out to multiple people? Like you can choose who you're sending it to, right?
yeah, what if you need to refer to it later?
Visually, so you can see me delete.
What do you have questions later about pay? I'm not going to answer them.
So for the sake of things, we'll say these jobs again are not like as time consuming. Like you don't have a deadline necessarily. So I'm gonna let a week pass before you guys meet up. We'll say, I know I said 2 days. I'll just give you the options regardless. So you guys get a full week. So if there's anything you guys would like to do.
Oh, I was just gonna heal up. That's right.
Sure. You'll have plenty of time to heal up. Well, are you doing the hospital visit or are you just trying to heal naturally? Because that actually takes a lot of time.
Well, what's the natural healing? It's body
A full
every
week. A full week, and then for every day of that week, you get, I think, body plus. I think is it just your body score you heal every day?
Yeah, but you can't do anything is the problem too. Like it's
Yeah, you can't do
I mean, it's
anything.
light day. Yeah, it's like a light day. Like you can't actually do anything
that's
that's like.
Yeah, I only needed 10 points, so.
All right, but remember the 2 days will stop you from working or go to therapy or anything else.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. So if a week goes by and you guys have nothing outside, some of you are in therapy.
How long does therapy take? Is it a full week?
Yeah.
And you can't do anything besides therapy, is that right?
No, your therapy does not take up your.
Oh,
Work.
that's right.
Pretty minor things.
Oh, okay.
You can still do like a job and go to therapy.
So, 2 of you paid for therapy, if I remember. So let's. I think you get to roll at a table. You guys paid for the extreme one, right?
I don't remember if I did therapy or not.
No, you didn't, but somebody else did.
I think I did.
Yeah, an angel did too.
Yeah.
Therapy and you. Here it is. So if you do extreme. All right, you both get to roll your own dice. 4d6 of regained humanity. Remember that, just go into your modifiers. Since your modifiers are negative, you'll just add whatever you 4d6. Oh, that's a good roll. I'm gonna help you with your sheet. Give me a second.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's good.
So if we hit edit, we take your modifier. So if you're only, for example, if your modifier is only negative like 8, you only gain 8 back, right? Like you don't go up and beyond. You just make your modifier 0 again.
Yeah.
All right. God, even after that, Angel, you're still. How are you? Let me go.
Those drugs really fucked me up.
Yeah, you're still technically addicted.
Yeah.
That's a separate therapy.
That's the fun
How to
one.
get over your addiction.
That is 1,000 eddies. Of a week of therapy.
I will throw it at the therapist. Take my money.
All right. Minus and minus. It's another week, so you're not off of it yet. But minus your 1,000 eddies. And remember, it's one of your addictions. I believe you're addicted to 2 things.
Yeah.
Right? Or is it just one?
I think it was just a black
It's
lace.
No, it was the black lace and it was the synth coke, I think.
Yeah. So which one? I'll let you choose which one you want to free up first.
I'll free up the black lace.
All right. So let me clarify some rules about it. The therapy does works, right? So after the week, you will be off of it. But if you are some reason doing it again, you automatically fail. Getting addicted, and you fail to the secondary effect. Like there's no more saves against that drug. That drug would automatically get you addicted again. I will mention it's intensive psychotherapy combined with the flight of anti-addiction drugs that you're now going through. So, if nobody else do anything for the week, they can roll just a simple on their job table, if they'd like to.
Yeah, I will.
I'm gonna be doing a combination of getting some cyberware installed as well as also doing therapy for the week.
Okay. Are you doing the humanity extreme one too?
Yes.
Okay.
Like pretty much like the day after the fight on the bridge, I'm going into a hospital. I'm saying, hey, I need some fucking netrunner defenses in my head, and I'm gonna get 3 installations of self-ice.
All right. How much is that going to set you back?
15. Not bad.
Okay.
And
What's it do? What's it do? It adds a DV, right? It makes it more hard.
It not only does it add an additional firewall, it increases the DV of every firewall. So I have three walls of defense against netrunners, all at a DV 10. I guess I imagine having to spend another 50 eddies just to heal the very few hit points that I need. Then yeah, I'll burn another 1,000 to do therapy for the week.
All right, does self-ice do anything in your humanity or no?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
It's 3 per, so.
Okay.
It's not horrendous.
Not ridiculous.
Does that help with your quick hacks though?
What's up?
What's it do to quick hacks? Because I'm trying to read it. I'm just curious.
So with quick hacks, they have to burn a net action in order to like establish the link, and then they can kind of do whatever the fuck they want with you. What the self-ice does is essentially put up barriers inside of your cyberware. That they have to burn a net action in order to even attempt to hack through it.
So it's like going through an architecture, basically.
Basically, it's my own personal architecture that they have to try and get through before they can even attempt to try and establish a quick hack with me.
And given the fact they get 3 net actions per meat action, the chances are they're not going to get through that.
Depending on what level they are.
Yeah. The chances are they're not going to get through that before they
would have to roll extremely well on every single one in order to attempt to quick hack on the final net action if they have 4. So
that's pretty good.
They need to pass from what I'm seeing here, it's like pass.
So it's just pass walls. So he has 3 pass walls is basically what he has, and they have to keep using net actions to do it.
Well, 1. You get 1.
What's up?
You get each installation is 1.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. 1 per pass wall. They have to use 1 net action per pass wall.
So
to even try to get through.
They've got to essentially waste their turn just getting through them before they can try and do anything.
And it's still a roll, so the DV's still increased, so it's still possible that they don't pass it.
Like it's a DV6, DV8, or DV10.
Yeah, then after they do that, they have full access, and then they can start doing their quick hack checks on them.
Which I did learn that you can, if you are aware that you are being hacked, you can burn an action to attempt to make a check to break out of it, which I did not know that. I didn't have a chance to do so previously. But it's a good information to have.
Now that you've got the passports, you can try and stop it.
I can actually attempt to do so. Yeah.
Beforehand, it was just wait, what? Oh fuck. Bye.
All right, I'll show you. I'll tell you. What did you rolled on your job table? You got a 4. What's that?
That is. Let me look it up again. I already did at the Yetis, but it is hired out as muscle to fix her core and/or gang. So basically, a bodyguard
Okay.
or a bouncer, however you want to do it. I don't know how you want to do it.
I did work indoors, so yeah, go and go. No.
No. You're not getting in.
500 at least to get in.
Oh, that's my side hustle.
Yeah.
All right. So a week goes by. You guys plan on meeting up, obviously to discuss the jobs. So it's January 26th. My rent is due the 1st. I said there's 30 days in every month, regardless. I know. But there's 30 days in every month. So you do know that your lifestyle will be coming up soon, and your expenses. Where exactly do you meet, Echo? Where did you want to meet? Where did you set the meeting point?
This time we should meet at the club.
Which one?
Because
There's
I
a
think
lot.
The one that we've been going to. What was it called? I need to see the map to look at it again.
We're not going back to this Chinese restaurant.
There it is. Where's the list?
This is the one we had the fight outside of.
Yeah. It wasn't Atlantis. It was. Getting for it. It's been a minute since we've been there. Yeah, it's in it's not the Chrome Cross.
Forlorn Hope. No, that's a bar.
No, that's not Forlorn.
No.
It's like Chrome something, isn't it?
It might not be on this map. You have to keep that in mind.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
that's what I'm looking for here.
You don't remember what it was called at all?
I think I have it on my character sheet actually.
You should, because
Wait,
you
is it
have
Is it not Chrome Cross?
No, that's
The
the
dive bar?
biker. That's the biker place. What the fuck? Under my life goals, it has make a movie, call it Brobot. I don't know where that came from.
That's 100% in context. I
don't remember why. I called
Riot.
Riot. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
good job.
I had to go back several pages of my notes.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember the name of the band, but I remember there's a band who play
Yeah,
gigs.
Cartesian Duelist.
Cartesian
Yeah.
That's
Duelist.
the one. Yes, that's the one.
Boy, that was
Alright.
a while ago.
So you guys all meet up. Yeah, I'll get a booth. Loud music is playing. A lot of people.
Now we have access to the VIP area. I think since
Yes,
last time we were here.
you do.
I want to bring them in as my cronies.
So yeah, the VIP room is upstairs. It's nice and sealed off. You get past the bouncer, no issue. You all now have, the booze and much more. You get bottle service. You also get discounts on the said bottles.
Hell yeah. I will buy a bottle of very nice tequila for the table.
Tequila. Like real? What do you mean real nice?
Like, oh, hold on, what are the prices?
2 digits, 3 digits.
Yeah. You're thinking 3 digits, 2 digits?
I'll spend like $200 on a bottle of tequila.
Oh, you're getting like top shelf.
That was a baller moment. Just, well,
What
You're getting that promotion, remember?
Yeah.
I do love the idea of like trying to like send Eddie sassily and like trying to like throw the money down, but it's all electronically, so it's just kind of like fuck you. Like,
It's just that the shard just breaks.
yeah, fuck.
Alright, you said 100 eddies?
200.
Alright, yeah, you guys have so 200 eddies. You're gonna get yourself the MX81 tequila. Mysterious, possibly referencing a year or 2 old model.
MS-13 confirmed. Donald Trump said that.
But he'll bring the shot glasses, regular glasses, and pour some, and then leave the bottle for you. You all take a shot of tequila?
Is there lemon and salt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like wood.
Lemon
Lemon.
and salt.
You
Yeah.
got lime. Yeah, you got a lime. I'll take it.
As we all go to take a shot, like as right before we all do, I'm be like, Chayote, sorry about shooting you.
You mother.
I got hacked by the runner. I That being said, it pisses me off that was probably one of the best shots I've ever hit in my life. That irks me to no end as a sniper.
So that's why I got a random 500 eddies.
Yeah. And I have taken precautions to future hacking, and you see that like
I'm literally pouring another fucking shot glass.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
that
you
was
see
a
that his
runner?
No offense, Chayote. It was a 50-50 with me driving. I'm glad you got shot.
Oh no, I agree. We would have fucking careened over and died if you were shot. But I'm literally just gonna pull off my shirt. Like, okay, yeah, that's what you left me. That's your kiss.
I want you to keep in mind, most people who take the shots don't usually survive. So good on you.
Get his autograph tattooed on
Pretty
it.
badass too.
I'm missing half my kidney, but okay.
I have taken precautions and for future attempts, and you see that his neuroport now has like a chrome covering and like lining around it.
Little orange cones, caution tape.
Warning: do not hack.
This is my own private domicile. I will not be harassed. Bitch.
I really, really mean it. I'm gonna call the net cops.
I've got Netwatch on the phone.
Regarding said job, I'm going to slide the ID of what's his face across to Zeitgeist. Basically, like, I would imagine that we would be able to have a little bit more credibility to our name for claiming the bounty on him with that.
Fair point. I haven't got chewed out yet about it. I've kind of been keeping my head down just because calling max tack isn't normally advisable in most situations. So takes it. I'll have a chat with the chief tomorrow and see if I can get some compensation and come up with a story about why the fuck.
Yeah. I mean, calling max tack is it's a big deal.
I'm going to think of reasons: A, why we were following him because I wasn't the person handling the case; 2, why we engaged; and 3, why we called max tack.
Did you forget to throw the bag of synth coke at his corpse? Forget that?
I'll tell you what, he's actually laughing at the table
That's the least of the crimes.
as he's taking a third shot of tequila. No, he's just. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
Oh,
the fact that
Butcher only dresses like a nerd. So...
didn't think he were one.
Champ, in the previous week, would I have been able to check with my Nomad contacts to see if they had gotten any buyers for that bike that we sold?
Yes. They did. They are showing it off to 2 people this week.
Okay, they're still in the process. All right,
So they did tell you it will move. It's just the question is how much it's gonna move for and how much fee they take from it. But you'll be seeing that soon.
I'm down for it. Hell yeah.
They wanted they like to wait a little bit to get the heat off, just in case anybody goes claiming it or whatever. Just keep it hidden, tucked away for a minute.
We don't need this serial number. Get this off there real quick.
I do have in my notes, which I forgot to catch you. They did find a really old ass dusted supercar they wanted you to look at later. It looks like it's from years. I mean, like before your time, kind of supercar.
Like Time of the Red, or even
yes,
earlier?
Time of the Red. Time of the Red. It's really dusty. It's seen better days. They said no rush. Just next time you're in the area, to just kind of take a glance at it and see what you think of it.
Bunch of bullet holes.
There are bullet holes in the
It's
Time of the Red. There's always bullet holes.
Oh, somebody owns that already. It's overseas right now. I'm not worried about that. But there's a lot of old cars just out in the Badlands.
Hazarded it over a barricade and into some cop cars.
Very, very exciting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, depending on how much free time I have, whatever we're doing next. So we'll see. All right. Well, are we just doing a recap, or what do we got next?
Okay, so we have a nice decision to make. It's 1 or 2. Number
That's
1
new.
is hunt. I know, right? Keep making us make choices. Trust us for some reason. Number 1 is hunt down the solo, dead or alive. Take the tech that they want. That's one of them. 100 1,000 eddies each, except Butcher, because he really doesn't. They don't like you, man. I don't know what you did. Number 2 is intercept a Militech convoy moving goods.
How much does this killing the solo pay?
1K.
Each?
Yep.
How much is the Militech? Because that better be way fucking higher.
1K each.
They can eat my ass.
To be fair, all they said is intercept it. They didn't say to take the goods in Osaka.
Yeah, so you can get more details if you accept the job. It's more of they don't want to give you too much on something that you don't want. What I will let you do though, if you're curious, Echo, is go ahead and make me that make a business check. Kind of see if you can, see if you can kind of get some more info, kind of on these jobs, because the job's very vague at first. I'll give you a little bit. So, I will tell you that the tech that they want from the solo is his weapon. And when it comes to Militech convoy, the biggest word that you see is delay. So intercept, delay, but there's no details on what, and it is Militech.
Yeah. So, okay,
but
I'll relay that
but it doesn't say claim the goods. You are correct on there. It says nowhere currently like claim the goods for Saka. So
it's possible we get more hardware from the convoy if we live. They did mention that 2 other teams individually have been sent out for these jobs as well. They did not come back.
Both, or like 1 each?
1 each.
Okay, so the solo's already taken down 1 group of edge runners, probably. and Militech are going to be on high alert. Well, they're going to be high alert anyway because it's a fucking convoy. The question is, do you want to piss off Militech or piss off one solo?
I mean, it's not even piss off a solo because we either die killing the solo or we just kill him. Like, I'm just saying.
Fair
I mean, we
point.
don't technically have to kill him. I just want his gun.
Do you have,
Yeah, sure.
I mean, respectfully to all solos, I've seen that they have a particular attachment to their weapons. So, might be-
Jeez.
that-
You
easier
think
said than
Buying
done.
it solved the problem.
I will tell you that you
would've
missed
just
out on
bought
some things at business check. If it helps a turn, you would have gotten the name and like the kind of weapon it would have gotten and stuff like that if you rolled higher. The only other option is Angel can technically poke around too, if you really want her to see what she hears. But that's always a risk. I always mention that poking around stock of servers and files, depending on how deep you want to go. But again, you understand that you accept the job. You will then get like the dossier with all the info of said job. They don't want to leak out info to you.
Now, I have a question for all of you. Going after a solo and killing him is a lot harder and takes a lot more time than hopping on a bike and grabbing some tech that he has that Sokka wants.
Well,
They
it's
want
not
it
even
quiet.
snatching. It's just kind of being little hornets in their ears, yeah?
I mean,
Slowing
that-
them down.
that's for the Militech job, but for the solo
Yeah.
as well.
yeah,
I mean-
we'd have to track him down.
Mhm.
That's going to not be easy.
Track him
No.
down, get him somewhere quiet, secluded.
Yeah.
Either that or
Well-
we watch his movements, we get on a bike, and we grab his tech and run.
What, snatch and grab? It's gonna be like a purse.
It's quiet, and the solo's not exactly going to want to tell anybody that somebody stole his gun.
No, but if you recognize it, he's probably got connections. If he's got a decent weapon, he'll find us eventually, and we don't want him finding us.
But it's also a lot louder to kill a solo.
True, but he may have a bounty on his head. If we have a name, I could run it, but we don't have a name. So the question is, do we want to? It's going to be easier to do the Militech job because we know where it is. It's going to be a lot more dangerous though, because there's going to be not just one guy who's very good at shooting. It's going to be lots of people who are pretty good at shooting.
And again,
And
you don't
big
know the
trucks.
convoy either, so like,
Yeah,
We don't know the
I'm-
size of it or what they're capable of, yeah.
I'm guessing there's going to be at least one or two big fucking trucks. And while it worked fantastically last time, we were fighting Maelstrom.
And while it worked fantastic last time, it didn't exactly go perfectly.
No.
That being said, with the knowledge that we would be going up against a convoy this time around, I'd be able to get some gear to like really help even the playing field, but then they would just be stuck. Granted, if we just deploy enough spike strips, stop them in their tracks, be like, all right, peace, motherfuckers, and get the fuck out. But
I'm not sure they're going to let me take any more of those out.
I can get more. You do remember where I come from, right?
No, I
That's
know.
not-
I know.
that's not a hard ask.
Yeah, if you're implying for me to find them again, then that's
No. I'll just buy some. It's fine.
Granted, if he's a solo, he's got Cybertech in him, and I'm
Mhm.
guessing that's going to be a little easier for Angel to handle than hitting moving targets and cars.
She did pretty well last time. Getting the truck to flip over.
Assassination's
The
kind
advantage
of
of
our
a
game,
car
isn't
is
it?
a car has a driver that can be disabled, and if you take out that one piece of meat, taking out the whole vehicle.
so I'm gonna correct you there. That's a lot different now. That time of red, yes,
That's
but
true.
nowadays cars very much
That's
can
true.
take over self-driving if connection is lost.
Yeah, but then we could theoretically get into that car, right? So we just cut out the middleman.
I can be prepared for either job. I think we're more well equipped to handle a single target assassination. It would cost us more money to get the tech that we need to hit a Militech convoy than we'd be getting, I think.
Is there any chance at all of me knowing through my connections or past work at Arasaka anything
What about what?
About either of these jobs. Just a wild ass guess is what they might be.
I will, if you want, I'll let you make a business check. Sure. Let's see if you have any business tie into Sokka that might know some
One's
info.
repo and one's corporate espionage.
Because if we go for the Militech and it is a self-driving car, I could probably hack that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
But
car
it's
just-
Militech.
That's
Roll actually.
Yeah, we got plenty of ways to stop a convoy, but we got bullets to stop a solo. So
Yeah.
I think either way we are capable of doing so. It just both have risk and reward.
Plus, I didn't get to
My
use my
training is
stern wire
definitely
last
more
time.
towards softer targets.
Did you get my whispers there?
Looking now. So after taking a shot, another shot, Butcher says, you know,
Yeah, down 2 shots real quick.
I remember something about a pistol being stolen. Some crazy experimental pistol being stolen from Arasaka by some redhead solo. And it has some kind of like wild effects.
Oh, I hear Redhead Solo. I was immediately gonna start looking towards Echo. Be like, oh, sorry, yeah, Redhead Solo.
Echo's like,
Like,
good
I
shot.
remember what you did. Okay, all right. I mean, that might be our guy. Hard to say until we actually accept, but maybe.
Yeah.
Chances are fairly good.
Do you know what those effects of that pistol might be?
I do not.
I'll give you a little bit on it, possibly.
Nothing good.
It's never good.
Enough to warrant a fucking corpo bounty. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and have you. If you want, you can bribe some of your contacts and make a bribery check if you want to attempt to get more info.
Just remember, you're only getting 500 eddies from this job. If the bribe's 200 eddies, it's not worth it.
I mean, you guys can pitch in too if you know. It's not.
No.
We don't know his
For 1,000
contacts.
eddies?
You could do the same too, Echo. Bribery is always in effect.
Yeah.
Angel can as well. Angel also knows Sokka people as well, so.
I've just realised we've got Saka on one side, independent on the other side.
Yep. I say we kill the guy.
Inner
Kill the
voice.
One redheaded
I don't
guy
care if
and
the
get
gun
up
shoots fucking nukes, he'll bleed the same when I cut
It's
him.
true. It is true. If Caracal's on a building 100 meters away, he's gonna hit him anyway.
Yeah, we might
I-
shoot us.
You guys want to do just a quick vote? You can say you don't care. That's fine too. But otherwise, just type it in chat for me. Or that works, yeah. I mean, you could say that you don't care. That's fine too. Just see what our number vote is.
Real quick, because I'm heating some soup for my mom because she has the flu apparently.
I knew.
Did I hear that right? That the solo has a nuclear warhead?
Possibly. No. We don't. The gun that does shit. We don't know what it does.
Well, that answers that. With 3 solos and 1 Eddie, that means the solos automatically. So you guys will.
I was waiting to see where it was turning, just to be like, am I going to be the decision maker? But I don't have to vote, so that's great. I was genuinely fine with whatever. So
Yeah.
Let's go
So-
whip him like a redheaded solo.
this means I
Alright,
don't have to go back out to the desert to get my fucking Grundy. So it works out great.
So the info you get, which I'll just say out loud because you're going to share it anyway, is it was right. So this is a solo that has stole some sort of pistol that shoots experimental rounds. So not the pistol itself being fully, it shoots experimental rounds. Stolen from Sokka Labs. This guy has no registration in Night City to the best of knowledge. They think he's from the moon.
Oh, great.
The moon?
And there's a question mark on that one. Moon question mark. You get a bit of a. You're gonna get it.
Rider?
You're gonna get a bit of a file on him, like a bit of the information. And you're gonna get a bit of information about the squad that was sent before you. You're not gonna get their names or anything, but they were specialized combat squad that they sent after this guy. 4 of them. And
What kind of combat is the question?
Just typical Sokka assassins. None of them reported back. Regardless, they haven't found bodies or anything. They just haven't reported. They went missing.
Have they checked the moon?
They have trackers, don't they?
They do have trackers, but they can't.
Can we find
Note
where
to
the
self.
trackers last went off?
He knows our tactics.
Yes, you can.
He doesn't know our tactics because we don't have tactics. We fly by the seat of our ass.
Yeah, I was about to say
Exactly.
the main bonus of assassins is getting that quick kill. Anything past that, they're kind of going on a downslope fight. So as solos are kind of designed to take on these motherfuckers. We, on the other hand, as I'm sure your guys' bosses have amply let you know, we don't go quietly that often.
They are
Sometimes you need to
requesting a
tank
quiet
amongst all the
job.
glass cannons. So
Well, in all fairness, they tried quiet, and it didn't quite work out for them. So we
That
will
is
go
true.
as quietly as we can.
We can also take him to a place where being loud doesn't matter, so it stays quiet in the city still.
His name is Jax, is what they think. It's not like a solidified name, but that's kind of what their intel's gotten is Jax.
CKS effect.
Yes,
Yeah.
JAX.
I literally wrote that down first as I was writing Jax the other way as well, like question mark, question mark.
Okay, now here's the thing. Can I roll something to see if that name sounds familiar?
You just go anywhere.
Absolutely. Roll a streetwise.
Jax from the moon.
if you roll too high, it's going to be the Mortal Kombat.
16.
I'll roll as well. Why not?
Pretty high, actually.
Jax from the moon?
So
They got people in space.
what I'll give you is after kind of hearing all this info, you do kind of put you get a solo name, like a name that they go by. So I'm gonna give that to you. That I'm gonna type out. I'm gonna let you have fun with it. I'll tell you. Your streetwise 12. I'm also gonna give you something on that, something different. This guy apparently is considered one of the best drivers that anybody's ever seen. So
They can suck my nuts. No, they're not.
you can suck
Second
it.
best driver.
So we challenge him to a street race, and we blow up his car.
And that's
How's that Grundy gonna work in the street race?
Street race, fucking street races. That is a thing you guys can do to make side money. So
I was wondering if I was gonna say if we had like longer downtime, be like, there are any races going on around town, but no.
The one where he needs a gunner as well whilst he's driving. Is it those
Tokyo
ones?
Dorito.
I already have a plan.
I've heard that name before.
What's the plan?
Does outlaw ring any bells?
Can I do a library search to see if there's anything in the NCPD database?
yeah, you can library search.
I don't remember where that is.
He's,
is it worth- worth me
other
making
than
a
the
roll?
moon thing, he sounds like he's a nomad. You know?
No, 100%.
The name comes up, and the only thing I'll give you is there is a bounty. But it's actually kind of scary how much the bounty is. So I'm gonna whisper it, and you can go ahead and mention it.
5 eddies.
500 eddies.
eddies. And a single corn chip.
Good.
You get a nice crisp high five.
One fresh attaboy.
Make a note of this. As like you see, like Ash is kind of looking, like you see her face kind of go.
How big?
He's being quick hacked, and he's gonna throw a shot of tequila in her face.
You want to see what's that?
He just reaches across and slaps Echo.
You'll take it.
I have a body of 8. It's gonna hurt. So, do you want the good news or the good news?
How big?
Preferably the good. news.
Well,
Go
put it
ahead.
this way, Butcher. He's worth 10 times what you're getting paid dead. 20 times what you're getting paid alive.
Those would have been some helpful numbers to have.
There's
Yeah,
a huge
beforehand.
there's a huge file on this guy and you cannot access it.
So it
This guy's got a long sheet.
all of
So, I
it
mean,
fucking-
hypothetically, we wear him down enough. We get some muscle people, kind of pointing towards Chayote and Zeitgeist. Choke his ass out, drop him off somewhere. Big ass bonus on our part. Mission
Oh, you
accomplished.
said
Big rep
alive.
boost.
Alive.
Alive
They didn't
is
say with
10K.
legs.
I have an idea.
Oh god.
Well, we have 2 big swords.
And Echo's gonna pull out a whiteboard.
where the
He's
fuck?
gonna-
did
Why
you
are we
get that out of?
fighting us?
That's in the
Pull it out of
VIP
your
area.
ass?
Did you just go up to and get the specials board and take it off?
Yeah. He literally takes it off the wall and wipes it all off.
The bar tab.
And he's gonna draw a crude picture of a car and a little stick figure in the back seat. They go,
That is
We'll
not
get it.
anywhere
We'll get it.
close to an actual vehicle. You're upsetting me already.
I'll get into his car and I'll go in the back seat and I'll hide. And then you guys come up and challenge him to a race. And that race will end up somewhere out in the edge of the city and it'll go into the desert. And then when we get out to the desert, I'll pop up and I'll choke him from behind. That way it's quiet, it's out of the city, and he's still alive.
Okay.
All
This is a guy
detailed
who
on a whiteboard.
I want you to keep in mind, this is a guy who soloed a group of Arasaka assassins. You'd be going up against them by yourself. You get that, right?
Well, you'd be out there too, with the
We'd be in a
cars.
separate fucking vehicle.
Yeah, just
He
keep
won't
up.
be in the car with you, Echo.
I mean, just don't lose the race.
There's no
What is
saving
fucking
you
driving?
if you die.
Well, if I'm dead, you can't save me anyway, Angel.
I want to know this guy's movements. I want to know everything about him. Because I can't use anything from my playbook. At this point, let's rent a truck and fucking ram him on the street somewhere.
Just fucking
How about we could do
Not a bad idea.
both.
Drop a safe.
Okay,
How much is it to rent a
Potential.
tow truck?
potential idea. I challenge him, so that I can at least get him into a singular location. He's claiming to be the best driver. Nomads, we're gonna take some offense to that. You guys, I'm gonna be driving by myself. It's just gonna be a nomad just challenging him to a fucking solo race.
And I'll be in his back seat.
I don't know how you're gonna get back there. I was thinking more like a tracker, so you can keep point of him on a map.
That works.
I just kind of put it under his, his bumper. But
You can get a
if
starting
you can
point.
somehow get in there without him noticing, go for it, I guess. But keep in mind that if
Yeah,
you fuck it up, then the whole plan goes out the window.
on him. Because none of the 4 guys they sent before me tried that.
But
Yeah,
I
it's gonna work.
But I can lay out a decent decent map. One that leads us out a little bit more into either a industrial area or out into the Badlands even. Get us some nice and quiet terrain. You guys, if you want it, I'm technically only allowed to take out one vehicle all the time.
You are only
Damn.
allowed to take out one
Or-
vehicle.
yeah, I was about to say.
You could get a family discount on renting some help. I'm just saying.
Well, why don't you drive Chayote's supercar?
The what now?
Meta.
It's not even his. It's technically all of ours. You're not wrong. I could just borrow the rich fuck supercar. That's not. So I can go. I can go, grab my Grundy, swap it out for my bike. Let you guys drive that. I take the supercar, challenge him to a race. You guys, at some point, either just T-bone the fuck out of him. I can guarantee you, you'll be able to take the hit. It's fine. I got some NOS in there. I got the
Can
RAM.
I just check something quickly? That guy reaches out and put a hand on Caracal's head. It's like, you feeling okay? He said we take your car.
Yeah.
And she's like trying to like figure out like, is
Does he have a fever?
Is he coming down with a fever? Is he thinking like?
I want to see if I can
like the
stand him.
plan, but
Anything wrong.
is the damage we are going to cause to the vehicles?
I want to be very
more than
clear.
we're gonna
Only like
do?
2 of you I trust to be behind the wheel. But in terms of getting the job done, I'm fine with not being behind my baby.
Angel, what'd you say?
I said I want to scan him to see if there's anything medically wrong with him.
Oh, you just want to do like a quick scan of just like medical like issues? Yeah, there's nothing. Actually, is there anything that would pop up, Cal, or no? You good?
No, he's at the max humanity he can get. He's thinking as clearly, like he's in tip-top shape right now.
His heart rate's normal. He's all right. He's doing good.
Okay.
This is his shit. Like this is like other than I could be like a nomad giving their vehicle to non-nomads, but other than that he's just like. But you are aware that he's like he does have a very like tactical like militant mind when it comes to like missions. So he's just like he will get the job done even if it means going a little bit non-nomad thinking. So
Ask Bandit to drive the car sometime.
no.
Who's Bandit?
A fucking hit.
Bandit had a bad habit of driving through the front of buildings all the time.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so we already have a battering ram.
Yeah.
All we need is, I think, if we can buy a tracker, toss it on the vehicle discreetly. At least give you guys an idea of where we're at the time. I mean, I'll be in contact. I'll be in radio contact with you guys, but give you a little bit more of a exact pinpoint on them.
Speaking of
We might
trackers,
do-
the last tracker it went dead outside of Afterlife.
That probably would be where he hangs out. That would make sense.
How the fuck?
Also,
Went dead or stopped moving.
Went
Well, the
dead.
trackers just stopped. So that's Echo asked that question. They just lost track. There's been no body, no contact, and that's the last beep of the trackers.
I'd say we could go around and ask, but I don't think any of us have access to
Those
Afterlife.
trackers.
Yeah, no.
My
Also,
only
say
concern
we
here
did-
is whether or not he's going to detect the tracker.
also
I mean,
say we do the street race.
Hmm.
What happens if he plays dirty?
Well, we're gonna play dirty
Can
too.
that supercar take that?
Ain't my car.
This can handle a decent
Yes,
amount.
but you'll be inside of it.
It's been through a decent amount.
Shit, can we get a Jim Bob out in the desert somewhere with a spike strip?
Who's Jim Bob?
Technically, Zeitgeist does have access to a police cruiser.
Yeah.
I can also just straight up buy spike strips.
Yeah. Also,
Please.
the last thing he's gonna slow down for is a police cruiser. I can't
He's
just
a
set
Rambo
my
What
eyes
in
on
I'm
it.
saying is,
That being said, if we just lay it down flat over a certain section of the road and you just like make it known like, hey, at this little section, make sure you stay on the right side of the fucking road. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to lead him into it.
take this corner on the wide line.
Or kind of force him into the spike strip.
Yeah. That's easy enough.
That requires
What
you
if
to
he has
do
airless
something.
tires?
That is
Oh,
something
we
that
need to
we
have
would
several
that we might not know until day of.
Yeah, that.
But you know what? You know what beats airless tires?
What?
45 rounds of armor-piercing ammo through the windshield.
right.
That would work. That would
Yeah, I'm
work.
not saying we just use the spike strip and then go home. I'm saying we use the spike strip
As a contingency kind of deal, gotcha.
and
No,
then
no.
throw all the lead into the vehicle that we can.
Oh, but you know what though?
Maybe some C6 if we can get our hands on some.
Caracal taught me that cars are important. What if we take his car? Because it's probably a good car since he's such a good driver. And if he's dead, he won't need it anymore.
Oh, don't forget,
we're
alive.
dead,
He's
we're
worth
not gonna need this
5,000
anymore.
more Eddies alive.
But I bet the car's worth more than that.
I mean,
Probably.
they're not wrong. If it's a supercar, the supercar, a standard supercar alone is like what, 60,000 eddies? Pretty decent.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, we're not selling that.
Why
Why not?
I guess hypothetically, if Angel and I could probably break into his car via either electronics or through just standard means. If we were just steal it while he's out, be like, "Hey, dumbass, I got your car. Come get it." Lead him into an ambush. Also,
And then I go into the back seat of it when he comes to pick it up.
or we can just start shooting him. But you do you, I guess.
And he's feeling secure. You pop up with a little garage.
With my mono wires. I never get to use these anymore.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
I
Just
kind of like that idea.
The windshield is just like.
Both are potential options.
And you really want to choke this guy.
Oh, it sounds.
His inner serial killer is popping out right now. Yeah.
What do you think I do for Arasaka?
I really want to. I really want to sneak into this guy's
corporate
apartment
chill.
tonight alone
No,
and take.
It's not what you do for Arasaka, it's how you're doing it. Because have you been watching like mafia movies a lot lately or something?
Not recently.
This motherfucker. No, he took out 4 of my guys.
I mean, I
So
get
we're
that.
you in charge and pulling. Oh, God.
I want to beat this guy at our game, but at the same time, I want him dead.
Your game caused 4 people to die, so that's not going to work.
I know.
Expect the unexpected and do the crazy shit. Seems to work best for us.
I mean,
I think, hey, if we can take him alive, great. We'll fight him like we're trying to kill him, and if we see a moment to jump on it, but
that's kind of what I was going with, because
I'll aim for the legs.
given your current situation, but monetary wise, I feel like you should try to keep him alive. Just try it. You're only getting
I'm
paid
trying.
half of our jobs.
so which one are we doing? Are we doing theft or are we doing race?
I vote race.
Theft would require tracking the dude down first, which might take a bit.
Well, I mean, if we challenge the city to a race, I'm sure he'll pop up.
I don't want to challenge the city. I want to challenge him specifically as like
Yeah.
a duel.
The problem if we
Wouldn't that also mean we have to track him down?
Or we
No,
post it on Instagram and wait for him to come to us.
we just go around the solo bars talking about it, it's going to be the easiest way.
I have a pretty far-reaching social media grasp.
Yeah. Also, solos gossip more than anyone I know. If you get literally 2 drinks into them, they will start chatting non-stop.
Or we could just, challenge him online with like a fucking notice.
Pull your dick out and I'll drop trout. Trust me.
Don't do
Rent a
that.
billboard.
I like the billboard suggestion. That is quite funny.
That would be
We
really
know-
funny.
We have a vague idea of what he looks like. We could just make a cartoon. and
Although
put it-
that does seem pretty loud.
were we told to keep it quiet?
I'm willing to go outside the playbook. I don't know if I'm willing to go that far outside the playbook.
Yeah.
What? So you don't want to get a picture of his face drawn by Echo and his car drawn by Echo, and then get somebody else to draw Cal's car in a much better style, and say best driver in Night City? Who? Question mark.
Now, if Cal just walks into any random solo bar and just says, who's that fucking solo's been shooting his mouth off about driving better than me? We'll find him.
The problem is, I think
Does in any of the records that you guys know, do we have a general understanding how his relationship with other solos are? Because if he's tight with them, then me walking into a solo bar, who's this prick? Be like, who the fuck's asking? Like, oh,
No,
fair.
Yeah. Also,
no, they'll
no
respect your
offense-
directness. Trust me on this one.
yeah, they're respecting the
You
bullet
guys.
to the fucking dome.
Sure, let me listen to the Arasaka errand boy here. The modicum of respect that you have to provide.
It's gonna take some time, but maybe we get Carl into some of these street races to get him some credit in the street racing world. Because currently, you're just a fucking nomad. No offense.
In all fairness, the only reason why nomads aren't fucking dominating the shit out of city races is because nomads stay away from the fucking city. That's the only reason.
Exactly.
They don't
But
want
also, they don't fucking know who you are.
Yeah,
So what? So
fucking
which is-
Arasaka.
yeah, you're some in their mind, you're some random nomad who's walked into the city.
Could you imagine if our like reputation was affected by our goals right now? People would be like lining up to see us, other than being a fucking bunch of fanboys.
That might actually be not a bad idea. Get Echo's fanboys to start chatting shit. Really, might get some of them killed. I don't know. But he doesn't seem to give a fuck about their personal health, so why the fuck should we?
Hey,
Art-
every one of my
art's on
fans
social
is a
media
unique
bullshit about
individual
it.
person.
True.
Sure, give me
But also-
5 different names.
They make
Probably
terrible life
John.
choices.
Probably.
Probably Mikey.
I don't know many people with the first name probably.
Zeitgeist is my fan.
He slaps them again.
I'll still give you 2. You're still missing 3.
Butcher has to be a fan. They pay him to be.
What, the
They-
people
they
who
put
don't
it-
even know
they-
his fucking name and are going to pay him half.
Oh, they load his songs right in.
Oh,
As
is it
they
like,
drop.
is it
Rough,
like
buddy.
when they did it with like the music player and they put that one album on that you couldn't get rid of no matter what?
Yeah. Yes, it's exactly like that, actually.
I feel so sorry for you.
What do you think my
I'm-
fucking ringtone is?
Okay, so what I'm gathering is that we have 3 different
You're
paths
wrong.
we can take. It just depends on how we get the message across, or track him down.
Yeah. It depends on how we want to go about it. Do we want to go balls to the wall, throw our dicks on the table and just kind of challenge him? Do we want to try and build some rep and then call him out? Or do we want to find and steal his car and call him out that way?
I mean, Caracal said he wanted to hit some races anyway.
That would
Yeah.
take time, though. That would take a lot of time.
That's going to take quite a while.
Which
I
would be
mean-
fun, and we would be able to earn some money by doing that. That would be time consuming.
At the same time, though, you could be this cocky newcomer racer.
Yeah.
Gross
Well,
America's
what-
closed.
Caracal, it's going to take us some time to find him anyway. So if you want to work on that while we're hitting the streets.
Yeah, all right. I have a potential asset
Angel.
out in the Badlands I might want to check out anyway. So
Cool.
I might
Do we
be
have
gone for a day or
any-
two.
Wait, what?
Do we have anything where he was last seen?
Afterlife is where the last tracker went dead.
No, but I'm
Afterlife?
guessing you're talking about Outlaw, right?
Yeah, that's Outlaw tracker.
Was that a tracker on Outlaw, or was the trackers on the agents?
On Osaka.
The tracker was on the
Osaka.
On the
ADMS
agents.
tracker for the agents. Yeah.
Okay, but they were actively pursuing him. So
Yeah.
I mean, a
But, so
multitude
the
of
fact that
things
he-
could have happened.
the fact that he frequents Afterlife is a probably good guess. It's just that none of us have access there to our knowledge.
I mean, we've been there before. We've met Rogue, right?
We've been to the afterlife, though.
Have we?
Yeah,
Yes.
we took
Are
a
you
job
sure?
for Rogue. That was the
Not
one.
in this
that-
campaign, my friend.
No,
Really? Was that
Yeah.
before?
You guys.
that was time-
So there'd be no way you could normally walk into the afterlife with this current group.
Oh,
Yeah. That's why Finn
We
was
met like 2050s Rogue.
Yeah.
And you have no, you have remember all your rep is not in the Edge Runner world, right? So all your
Yeah,
reps
it's
in
in the
the
Corpo world.
mercenary work and corpo and stuff like that.
Corpo,
but do we know anybody in the solo?
I might But that's only because I've let them off with shit, or I'd be the one who's delivered their bounty to them, or some shit like that.
I might, but
Do I have any
Coyotes-
fans that are solos?
Coyote's
You
got
can
the
reach
best-
out. You can reach
Yeah.
out.
I'm gonna reach out.
I reckon our Coyote's got the best connections out of all of us, but former gang member to Corpo, Merc, probably not.
So how are you gonna
Not
try to
like
reach
that.
out to your fans? Like I need to know. Are you just gonna have a conversation with each one of them? Or are you gonna try to?
I'm gonna
Hey,
start
any of you good
spreading
at
the word
shooting
that
guns?
I'm writing a new album. It's a new concept album, and the concept is life as an edge runner. And I'm looking for people with experience, like deep experience in the field.
I make me a persuasion check.
If you haven't been to Afterlife, don't bother responding.
Yeah. I'm gonna dump some luck into this. I'm gonna dump 2 luck into it. 18.
So you don't have a solo, but one of the guards is an absolute. One of the bouncers is
For Afterlife.
a fan of yours that said he could get you in unofficially.
All right. Unofficially, okay.
And you know
Who's
that
coming
means you
with
can't be like he let me in and that like he's
Yeah.
unofficially gonna get you in.
Yeah. But who comes with? Is the big thing.
I mean, you all could go. Like he says, he can get you
Yeah.
all in.
I'm just wondering if bringing Zeitgeist is not a good idea, considering she's a cop.
I mean, you can also remember there's a lot of clothes and ways to change and like other stuff
Yeah.
that you could do. Put on a mustache.
Yeah.
Like guys with a mustache.
Yeah.
the old
You do this
Groucho
cool
Marx
half
classic.
mask that cover the
No.
top above your nose with a mustache on the bottom.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say like the mustache and the aviators. Definitely not a cop.
Hey, if you're a cop, you're gonna tell me you're a cop.
I'm not a cop.
Yeah,
Put your
that's
hands
what
behind
they say
your
in
back.
the shows.
I'm arresting you.
But yeah, I guess we can all go then. That's that's nerve-wracking.
Are- Just to be clear, are we expecting this to encounter him here?
No,
Hopefully not.
we're just getting
If,
information.
even if we do, this is not an engagement
No.
type
Yes.
deal. We are just be like, oh, cool, there he is. He's hanging out here. Gather what information we can.
All
I stay in my
weapons stay in
cities
holsters.
and bring a knife and the gun. Not.
Yeah. All weapons stay in their holsters and stay in their sheaths. This is the one place we don't want to start a shooting
I
gallery.
just wanted to know how to dress.
I will say this out of character. If you guys start a gunfight in the middle of the Afterlife, y'all might as well make a new group.
We're becoming
No.
Swiss cheese. We're becoming Swiss cheese.
No.
Not a doubt.
okay.
My gun is smart enough to turn the safety on itself. At that point.
The gun has self-preservation.
I just pull out Skippy. I try to start shooting.
He
Are you
won't jump
stupid?
bodies to
Oh,
save
you
me.
stupid.
What Skippy does is fires the bullet, it comes back around and smacks you in the head.
Right, I
Yeah,
guess
no,
we're
for-
going to Afterlife. Jericho, you're coming with us, right?
This one's got to challenge him to a race.
Are we doing that today?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
We might as well.
Better than waiting.
I mean, hypothetically, if I can get in there, be like, hey, motherfucker, I challenge you 2 days from now here.
Pink slips.
Easy. Nice.
We
nice
also
and easy.
need to.
We can
We
fix
also need
this.
to make sure that he's into racing. Because
Well,
he might
he,
just be
he's
claims,
into racing.
he claims he's the best driver in Night City, so I'm assuming so.
doesn't
No, no,
necessarily mean that he means racing. He could mean like bank robberies and shit.
No,
What if he means the safest?
Still needs to be
Is,
able to
is that
race.
part of his rep? I thought he was mostly just a killer.
Yeah. Also, if you're the
Safest,
best
wears his
driver for a
seatbelt.
bank job, also means you think you're the fastest person. Not that you can drive within the speed limit and not get caught because he doesn't look like you're doing anything. suspicious.
Plus, this would be a good way to expand his influence, being like, oh, not only in Night City, California in general.
Are you going to put your clan's rep on the table though, or just your rep?
Just mine for now.
Just
I love that whoever drew this picture of this car with Echo in the back.
You know who doesn't drive around?
That's kind of how I imagined you would draw the car.
Pretty much,
Drugs in
yeah.
that car.
Oh God.
All right, well, let's
I
get
did that
dressed.
like 20
I
minutes
guess.
ago. People are only just noticing now.
All right,
Granted,
so you
I'm
guys-
wearing my clan colors, so they might assume that I'm representing my clan, but we're also planning on killing him at the end, so or at least taking him.
Well, dismembering
Prisoner,
him,
so.
at least.
Yeah. So either way, I don't care. He's not going to be around to spread the word.
All right, you guys gonna head to the afterlife?
Like, we're
That
heading
guy's
to
go
the
check.
afterlife.
Make sure you don't
Yeah.
look so copy.
Yeah, it's like guys will change into the outfit you wore the last time we were at the riot.
Puts the donut away finally.
Stops eating the donut off the gun.
Just starting.
Also,
Alright,
if you
so-
have a different gun, I don't know if they'll notice a police service pistol, whatever you use.
She pulls out the SMG, which has like Hello Kitty on it. This
Is
isn't
that-
exactly the look
Is
for
that
it.
issue?
Obviously.
Yeah.
This isn't standard issue. Just say. This is-
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
Alright.
this Sunrow Hello Kitty Hidden Cougar. It's one of my guns.
So you guys have enough vehicles, right? Between Cal's and the car, the service car, you guys can no problemly go ahead and drive over to Afterlife. You guys do feel a little out of place. I'll just say, you know, obviously, you guys know what Afterlife is by 100% means, and you know you feel a bit out of place. You know, some of you, you know, you're not edge runners. You don't claim to be solos. But you eventually go around kind of like the backside where the guy waves you down, and he's like, "Can you sign my shirt and I'll let you in?"
Yeah, definitely. I'll sign his shirt.
And then I get your next
His
album
signature says,
pre-release,
it says
right?
Echo. Oh. Yeah, absolutely. Well,
All right.
whatever is on Life on the Edge is you're getting it first.
All right. He kind of nods, and he opens the side door. You guys kind of go through. You got to go through like some kitchen, like makeshift
Yeah.
kitchen. But it leads to the main floor of the Afterlife. You don't really catch anybody's eyes. You're in there as long as you guys don't like go and do anything stupid. It's not like you're gonna catch anybody's eyes.
I
But
never
right at
thought
the
I was going to say this. I'm looking for gingers.
Little guys, redheads.
right at the bar,
Oh,
just sitting there, kind of leaned over. He's got like a glass of something drinking. You can clearly see, so he's kind of got those stereotypical like leather gun straps over the top of his outfit, and you guys see this like pistol on the left side that's clearly visible for everybody to see. And it doesn't look like anything you've seen before.
well, shit, that was easier than I thought.
I'm gonna go to the bar and order Johnny Silverhand.
Absolutely, you get it. Well, that is 15 eddies.
I'll happily pay that. Just takes a seat, probably like 5 or 6 away from him, and just starts sipping.
All right, so he's just kind of leaning there. He's got like some sort of whiskey drink. You can kind of make it out. Kind of just minding his own business. What do you guys want to do?
I get it.
Aren't high riders and well, maybe he's not a high rider. Not Leo, he's Luna, but wouldn't he be tall?
He's quite tall, actually.
Okay.
That's why I said when he's like kind of like hunched over while sitting on it, like he's quite tall.
I was kind of doubting whether I should say he's a 7-foot tall redhead in Night City. We'll find him.
Cal's hanging back for now and just kind of like seeing what the others are doing, and like he's just kind of waiting for a good moment to approach the guy.
Yeah, I'm
Everyone
gonna get
else
a
doing
beer
it.
and size this guy up without being too obvious about it.
Let's get a table.
All right, human perception, Butcher. You are combat oriented. I'm gonna give you a +1.
Boom. Nice.
I'm gonna whisper you. So you're gonna get a table, Echo, because those two went to the bar. Okay, you're gonna get a table.
I'm gonna go to the bar too. I'm just trying to see which drink I'm gonna get.
I'd like a Jackie Wells, please. Oh, what? Oh, shit. I think I'm having a nosebleed. What happened?
Who that fuckhead who walked in to see Dexter? Yeah.
I'll get a David Martinez.
I guess that would be a drink at this point.
Yeah, David
it would
Martinez would be.
What about you, Angel?
Yeah, I text everybody on the down low. This guy's real. He's legit.
I am looking at the bar menu.
So there is no menu at the afterlife.
Oh, well.
If you know,
No,
you
there's
know.
food. There's food in the afterlife.
Yeah, but there's no menu. I'm not saying there isn't food. I'm saying there's no menu.
You gotta know your shit. Edge runners don't need a menu.
I'll get what a Zeitgeist got. I'll get a Johnny Silverhand.
Does Angel like jalapenos?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just love the fact you went, wait, what?
I paused and was like, wait.
Yeah, so you get this drink in front of you. All of you spend 15 eddies, because that's how much a drink costs here. So anybody that order a drink, spend 15 eddies. Alright, so you're at the table, you two at the bar. Angel, you're at the table with Echo?
Yeah.
I'm at the bar.
Or you're at the bar. Okay, and you ordered a
Yeah,
David
we're at the bar.
Martinez. Well, I don't know what that drink is. What is it even?
It's literally just vodka and fucking cola. That's
Oh, okay. I was about to
It's
look
the
it up
most
because I actually
basic
don't know
drink.
what it is.
Yeah,
The
it's
most
literally
basic
just
drink I know.
it's vodka and tapped, I think. Tab? Yeah, tapped with Nicola. is what it's called.
Nicola!
Yeah, a shot of vodka on the rocks tapped with Nicola. Yep.
Yeah. It's literally just a smidge of fucking cola. That's it.
Okay, so you're at the bar.
Thanks, Cyberpunk Wiki.
Yeah, as well. Cyberpunk is fantastic for this shit. It's just like, I can't vaguely remember this.
All right, Angel, is there anything, and Echo, is there anything you guys like to do while you're at the table?
I want to scan this guy and see what he's got going on. Like, if there's any tech that I can see, anything like that.
All right, make an interface check for me.
You have luck if you want to use it.
That's what I plan on. I think I'm gonna use 2. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I just put 2 as my roll bonus, correct?
You could.
Into luck. Okay.
That's very good. So I'll give you some things. I'm gonna give you a number. I'm gonna give you like kind of how many cyber warriors you kind of feel off the guy. He does have one cyber hand, but doesn't have any of the special fingers, so it's just a replacement for his hand. He's got 2 cyber eyes. Each one has a cyberware in it. You're not sure what. He's got a Sandy. What else am I gonna give you? He's got a Racer Bracer. He does have a pain editor as well. And outside of that, he also has 3 other cyberwares you can't mark down. He's pretty cyberwared up.
Okay.
What does the razor
I
razor
will,
do?
It prevents whiplash, basically.
I will relay all of that to the rest of the group and just kind of a quick group text just so that everybody knows what we're up against.
Good for him.
I want to get pregnant.
But again, this gun looks very unique and it's kind of like a weird brown color. Other than that, it's in a holster.
Okay, I'm gonna message you something, but I'm gonna look it. I'm gonna roll for it too, by the way.
Did Butcher and El Chayote sit anywhere near Zeitgeist, or were we all kind of spread out?
Kind of spread out.
All right.
We don't know each other.
Yeah, I was just wondering if we're going for that vibe.
In all fairness, we don't look like we would know each other.
We've all got very different styles.
Not me.
I
I'm
have
pointing
very
free.
casually walked over while I was checking him out. I very casually walked over into his blind spot.
Okay, I'm rolling human perception here.
Focus
I'll
in.
tell you why in a second, champ. I'm also dumping 3 points over.
Okay.
16.
Yeah, Zai pretty much just walked up, just kind of went, oh, he's another person at the bar. Kind of like it's just like, I have no idea what the plan is here, so I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this and just drink a couple of Johnny Silverhands. Just enjoy the fact she's actually in here for, and not on a raid.
So Chayote, you're not sure. You just got the feeling of just like he's noticed you. Well, even though he hasn't really looked at you and you haven't looked at him, you can just kind of tell that like at some point he's either like slightly moved, but he's definitely, you know, a lot of these solos just have that instinct, right? Just kind of when something doesn't sit right. So you can kind of tell it's not sitting right, and he kind of notices.
Literally combat awareness.
Yeah.
I am dumping into threat detection right now. Everything.
Okay.
On him.
I think seeing everyone just kind of like settle and like waiting for the next move, I think Cal is just kind of just discreetly catch some eyes from everyone in the group and just kind of like, and if nobody objects, I think he's gonna approach the guy.
You just kind of like sit next to him.
I sit next to him. I think I'm gonna wait for like a moment where it's like he gets a little bit low on his drink. And then as I sit next to him, I'll flag down the bartender, order one for myself and one for him.
He'll kind of like look at you to the side. So he's wearing like these like red shaded sunglasses, and his eyes glow orange behind them. Slightly, not like a glow, but like have a tint of orange in the iris. And he goes, it took you long enough to sit here. Your friends are kind of making it kind of awkward. But he'll take the drink.
Friends is a very loose definition. That being said, you and I, even if you don't know yet, have a bit of a problem.
I'm listening.
Word around town is that you're claiming to be the best driver in Night City. And here's the thing, I think it's just because you've never had to go up against a nomad, which is just disrespectful on so many levels. So I'm thinking we settle that little score right now, huh? Or at least in a couple days. If you're busy.
He'll take a sip out of his whiskey. He goes, and how much are you going to put down against on this race?
It's like
I mean,
casually knocks
quite
on-
honestly, I heard you're packing some pretty heavy hardware behind the hood. I was thinking pink slips. And the honor of the title as well.
He kind of smirks and he takes a drink. So, I'm going to correct you. While I may drive a mean land vehicle, but it's not cars I drive. I fly.
Interesting.
Echo throws up in his mouth a little bit.
Pilot, not
But I get the
driver.
confusion. If you're just hearing from other people, hearsay, word of mouth, things get mixed up. So,
And yet you're still claiming to be the best, and yet you don't even touch the ground, which is just sad.
I'll still race.
Fuck it, why not?
And you wanted pink slips. What do you drive? I gotta better make sure this is worth my while.
Quadro Turbo R740.
Well, that's worth my while. No way, I'll find a car to drive. And pink slips it is. I will let you know he's definitely still cocky when he says he's gonna get a car to drive. He's definitely still has some.
Yeah, I'm kind of assuming that he has enough connections and or the money to just get a decent supercar. How does 2 days from now sound?
Absolutely, I plan the course.
You have anywhere in mind already, or?
There's a couple nice streets in Night City that I have a feeling. I'm not much of a, off-roader. I like to keep
Clearly.
it tight. Keep it tight in the city, but I will send you the coordinates to where we meet. We can do third party if you wish not to share. I understand. And
I think if you are going to be deciding the route, something to keep in mind. I don't exactly plan on playing passive, so you might want to pick some quieter streets.
I'll make you what? I'll have a fixer set it up.
All right.
Be no bias there. We'll have the fixer. I'll cover your cut to the fixer. No problem. I'm gonna win anyway.
That is the problem with city folk.
I like
We don't
big
have enough
crowds
worldly
too.
experience.
Oh, we'll see.
See,
He'll
it's
finish the
starting
drink you bought for him, by the way.
I'll start walking out the front door and over the group text, be like, "You guys fucking suck at hiding."
Yeah. He'll get up. He taps the bar. He pays his tab, and he'll slide his empty glass towards Zeitgeist and just kind of walk out as well. Don't make it so obvious next time, and he just kind of pats you on the shoulder as he's exiting.
I wasn't trying to hide.
I will mention when he leaves, two others follow him as well, like friends, not like.
That guy's good.
Oh, I've got everything about these guys etched into my brain and implants, if I can.
Oh, absolutely. You can kind of measure them up. You can kind of remember what they look like, kind of what they have. But yeah, it's more of exactly what he says, just more of a sense, right? He kind of, y'all went on different sides of them, all different angles. He kind of got the hint real fast.
Oh yeah.
I'm liking him more every minute.
Cool. We're trying to not do that.
We deliberately want to kill him.
Somebody will need contact to leave their contact info for the fixer to contact.
I assume it'd be me. Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say one of the person that's arranging the.
I just didn't know who the fixer was. I didn't know if they were setting up through a fixer here, or just kind of out and they'd get in touch with me.
Just walks up to Rogue and goes, set up a road.
Here's my number, babe.
Who do you think's dropping the scarf on the drag race?
Rogue? Sure. Okay.
That's
Girl
gonna cost some
woman
eddies.
to be the race girl.
It's the race of the century.
That's gonna cost some eddies if you want Rogue to start it.
Probably gonna cost more than the fucking both cars combined.
Yeah.
We're
Probably.
talking about.
You totally should have. You totally should have just, when he asked for the bet, should have just looked him dead in the eye and said, "1 Eddie."
One pulls out real life Eddie. Puts on.
That was the perfect soundtrack hit for that line too. And then just put the aviators on.
I was just thinking, like, as you said, like, first time I'm gonna look for a redhead, and like, have that kind of shiver down your spine. It's like, is that guy's a redhead? It's just, all right, whatever. It's just like, don't try to hate towards redhead. She's like, oh, fuck it. Just walks away.
Do you guys kind of group back up in there? You guys all just kind of go your own way as Cal's already walked out.
I'm already ordering a separate drink.
Yeah, as Cal's walked out, like, as I said, like, I paid, like, I've drank 3 drinks in like the time this is happening, and I just head out.
Separately.
Yeah.
All right, Angel and Echo, you're just sitting at this table. But you're in Afterlife.
I don't like how any of that went. He's gonna actually have to race now. There's a fixer involved if we kill him during the race, and that's gonna reflect poorly on us from the fixer.
So, him dying in the race is fine, but it can't just be from third party, you know, entering is another thing.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
I pull ahead of him. Echo gets out of the trunk as he opens up on front.
Well, let's be honest. As you stop in front of him, Echo stands up in the back of this guy's car because that's where, you know, he wants to be this whole time.
This guy turns and
No,
shoots
I
one
got
bullet
it.
through Echo's head.
I've got our secret weapon, guys. Trunk Viper.
Like,
Viper's dead.
Well, like a smoke screen.
Exactly.
She takes his ashes out at the back of the car. Creates a smoke screen Viper.
Pocket sand.
Fucking Viper!
It's a smoke screen.
But think of the dramatic re-entry, like the Undertaker. You know, you just got Paul, like the fog machine,
What?
walking down.
The part I love even more, the fact he doesn't even open the urn, just throws the urn behind it, just lodges into the windscreen in front of his face. So he's gonna drive around the windscreen.
Then Viper comes in from the top rope and is like, "Oh, he was a twin the whole time." Ah.
This is Viper. The second Viper.
maybe like half an hour later, Cal will pop up the group call. Just go. All right, so race has been set. I will receive the course an hour before start time. So, if we wanted to try anything, we got to be quick about it. And I would assume relatively discreet. I'm thinking if we can get a decent lay of the course and find a good little vantage point, we can still do the spike strip idea. And then go from there. If we were to pull off what I tried to do on the goddamn bridge and pop out some tires as a corner is coming up, we'd be like, oh no, there he goes. And then just, oh no, a bunch of random mercenaries are just over in this building here. What a shame. And they see an easy target. and then I'll see you guys at the finish line.
Oh, he doesn't have his car yet.
I also kind of want to see what he flies, because I want to take that too, in all fairness.
As soon as he said flies, I went, fuck, if Walker was alive, this might actually work, because he can technically fly things.
I can fly.
Yeah. It's like, this is kind of perfect for a nomad, because nomads can technically fly, it just depends on what they specialize in.
I sea vehicles he has no experience in. He has flown before. So Cal can. He specializes in land though. So
I do love the idea of it. What have you flown before? Like a tiny little gyrocopter?
He's flown like whatever the equivalent of like Black Ops would be. Because he fought in the Unification War.
Oh yeah. That would be like an not Narada.
There's a name, but yeah, basically, yeah, it's just troop transport basically, with maybe the occasional mounted support. But
Aerodyne. That's it.
yeah.
I think I put a bunch of points in flying too. The only thing Bandit didn't have was boats.
See, this is where Orca would have come fantastic. He had decent in everything. He
Yeah.
specialized in boats, could drive really well, and was okay at flying. But yeah, that's a different story. All right, so it's not horrendous. We're probably gonna stay within the city, and if we do get the quiet that you asked for, chances are it may start somewhere fairly open. But I'm guessing either head down towards Pacifica or head north towards
Into the
Northside.
industrial. Yeah.
Into Watson. That's what I'm thinking. Because those are the two areas where nobody gives a shit and they're probably shooting people anyway.
It was, I will argue to say, it was Capitan who is getting us set up, so it might be south side.
Might be, which gives you the home field advantage. Don't you live in that
Home
area?
field advantage would be out in the desert, in all fairness, but I get what you're going for.
It's closer.
It's the best he can
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, this is. That's just gonna get me more in trouble. I was just thinking, there's a chance we could try and get a shutdown of cops roll in, try and shut down illegal street race. They're gonna ask me
There's
how
a
I know this, and there's gonna be too many questions.
With the fixer
Yeah.
involved, I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And if he gets spooked, he's just gonna be like, well, fuck you guys, I'm either gonna start killing or I'm just gonna run. And that's just that's a whole other chaos gremlin there. I think just doing the race, and if we can sabotage it on his side somehow, then amazing. But I'll head out to the clan tomorrow, see what supplies I can grab, and go from there. But if you guys come up with any ideas, go for it. Right, we'll see if we can prepare for anything. But if we can find a decent vantage point for an ambush, then
you just end him at the finish
I can
line.
always see if I can hack his vehicle.
we.
How
Yeah, we can get a
expensive-
tracker.
Excellent
Then
idea.
yeah.
Well, we'll go on now. You'll tell us where the finish line is.
Yep. I'll send you guys the route.
Yeah. So worst comes to worst, we go to the finish line, and when you get
I do want to do the tracker regardless, purely just because if everything goes wrong,
yeah.
we still will know where he goes, which is plan B.
Given the fact how quickly he got us,
Yeah, he's good as a solo
If
at the
we
very
can
least.
plant two separately, that would be even better. But I understand if we can't.
we're not going to know what car he has until he turns up.
I know.
I gave him the brand I'm working with, so I'm guessing at least of equal value.
I doubt he's going to just turn up alone, because he did exit with two guys following him. And we can, well, a couple of us can turn up on Carl's side to be like, just be with him, like, to make sure no shit starts. But also, they're not going to let us anywhere near that car.
No.
And as soon as we
There-
get anywhere near that car, they're going to start asking questions.
Isn't there
No, this guy's a pro. It wouldn't work anyway. But
isn't there
For
like a not like a dart gun, but there is a gun that can fire.
I can do
Like,
it from my hands.
For quick hacks?
Well, so you just go, hey,
Track darts.
shoot your tracker.
Oh.
That'll work.
Friggin' cyber fingers.
I just love the idea of him doing the fawns and doing the finger guns and then just shooting out a tracker.
I'll see you later. Oh fuck.
Wait, don't you also have to be within a mile of it to tracker?
Mile's pretty big.
It is.
Butcher is very silently but very pointedly making a mental note.
Grab Echo's hand and fire it at somebody.
But yeah, I think just prep up on whatever gear you feel might be useful, and we'll go from there. I'll grab some spike strips in case we want to use them, but yeah.
You either be able to shoot out the tires in the right spot. If not, then we're kind of fucked.
Well, not shooting out, just putting the spike strips down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay at the afterlife for a little bit.
All right, Angel, you're gonna stay with him.
I'm just gonna head back to my apartment.
All right. So Echo, roll me a D100. You want high or low? That somebody recognizes you.
Hi. Shit.
So you're kind of sitting there, you're enjoying your drink. This thing's like, hey, aren't you that J Rap? I wouldn't see you in a place like this.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Aren't I
usually not in
supposed to be
places
protecting
like
him?
this.
You
Sorry.
you
You're
you
supposed to
said
be
you
protecting
walked out.
Angel.
Okay, never mind. Shit.
I'm
You said you
usually not in
left.
places like this, but you know, we all try new things, I guess.
Ah, I see. He sits across from you.
What are you drinking?
Nothing yet.
What do you want to drink?
I just drink straight vodka, just like from my homeland. Makes me think of home.
Russian?
Yes.
I'll order vodka. I'll order a whole bottle, actually.
Gotta be 50 eddies.
No.
Goes, so what have you done to earn your place here? Well, me personally, he's gonna go first, so don't worry. So you get a minute. He goes, you know what they call me, right? Do you want to try to scan this guy when he says that, by any chance?
No, I'll let him cook.
All right, he goes, those fucking cops, man. I've put more in the ground than anybody here, always getting in our way. They just stayed out of our way, there'd be no problems, but somebody has to put them there, right?
I agree. I fully agree. They're the biggest gang in the city.
Exactly. Most of them aren't even good people, right? Most of them aren't even protecting the city. They're really no different than we are, if you really think about it. It's, man killing
Fact,
man.
I think it's even worse. They do it behind a badge. They're hiding behind a wall.
Oh, yeah, you want to see something kind of funny?
Yeah.
Wait here. I'll be right back. And he walks out for a sec. It's up to you if you stay.
It's a really good thing I left.
I'll stay. I don't think he's gonna shoot me in afterlife.
No, he won't. You feel pretty content there. If anybody, the only one that's gonna shoot you there is Rogue. So,
Yeah.
It would involve a finger in a box, isn't it?
he comes back, and he has a big old tech bag, and he goes, "Open it." And he pops it on the table.
I'm not exactly in the habit of opening things that aren't.
I
mine.
got you, friend.
Yeah, he'll turn it to him.
He opens it, and there's at least 200 badges in there.
What the fuck?
That's
Oh,
pretty
he's a serial
impressive,
killer.
actually.
Yeah.
What was your name? You never told me.
Oh, I gotta get to this guy. Hold on. I got a stat sheet for him if that counts. What am I gonna do? Justice Bleeds is what his stupid code name is.
Okay. So how do you figure out which cops to kill? It's just the ones that respond.
Oh, they come to me.
So I assume you have a pretty high bounty on your head, then, yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know how obvious it is that it's me, but
I mean, you're carrying around a case of 200 badges. I assume they got something.
nah, maybe that's just more fun, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's quite the feat you've accomplished there.
I know, right? So then I mean, they invited me here once for a job. There's a couple dirty cops, and I'm the first name that came up. Surprise.
Yeah. You ever thought about going after bigger badges?
Nah, this is fun.
So, no max tech fights for you, huh?
God, dude, who would fuck with Max Tech? That's just stupid.
I've seen it.
You've seen
They're
it.
a little crazy. Sometimes
yeah.
they don't win.
Only with a suicide wish would go in. Well, guess what? I'll be fucking fair with you. All right, Choom, it ain't me. It ain't me who's gonna win that one. Those cyber psychos are nuts, dude. Both ends. I don't care if you're max tech or not. I'm fucking scary shit.
So I will note it mentally that his limit is before cyber psychos.
Anywhere up to it, perfectly fine. Cyberpsychosis, new.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of those cyber psychos. They're pretty wild.
He goes, all right, so you tell me your story. What do you go by? Come on, it's
I'm
okay to
so
kiss and
glad I
tell.
stayed-
How the journey
I'm so
fables
glad
to
I
end.
stayed here.
I know. I imagine Chayote's across the bars. Watch.
Literally just listening, like, oh boy, here we go.
I'm just imagining Archo's shoulders are just going up and down as he quietly laughs to himself.
Nah, it's good I forgot. I would have slit this guy's throat by now on general principle.
And then you would have died.
I know. Well, I mean, not here.
Before you even speak up, he goes, oh, hold on. And he reaches into his holster, he pulls his gun out, and he lays it on the table. Dude, this thing here can't get anything better. It's a Militech M10AF.
Oh, man.
It's basically just like a high-end Militech pistol. It's a lighter pistol normally. He goes, this I call it the Red Tapper.
Red tap.
It's
Can I
a
scope
power
it out?
move. That's all it
That's
is.
a fully automatic.
What attachments does it have on it?
It just has a laser sight and a scope. This thing, and it is painted red. We probably picture that in your mind anyway, but it is painted red.
Where'd you get
Yes.
Harbor like that?
I bought it from one of the fixers.
You know, I'm still trying to make a name, you know? And it would sure help if maybe you introduced me to somebody that might be able to supply me with some hardware like that.
I can't just show you to a fixer. They come to you, right? You either gotta have enough rep in this city, Troom, to make a point to go to one of them, or they come to you. All right. So you gotta go out there and make a name for yourself. Outside of your, what is it that you do? You sing with rhymes.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but again, you still haven't answered. Why are you here in Afterlife? So they only let, edge runners in here that have a little bit of rep behind them, or an invitation even.
I'm here
curious
to learn. I'm writing another album for your people, the people of Afterlife.
But that doesn't make sense. That's why are you in? How did you get in here? Who invited you to write this album?
And he's gonna look down the bar. He's gonna go, I mean, I can't rightly tell you that, right? I mean, you guys
Feel a
just have
disturbance
to
in the
move in
force.
silence.
Anything?
Yeah, but I mean, El Chayote's there listening, but sloshed, but there.
Yeah, you know, a lot of fixer business is very private. You know that, of all people. I mean, you have a case of a lot of badges. A lot of
You need
fixer
to-
business has to be private.
You're gonna have to make a check. Let me decide here.
This is going
The
great.
most non-edge runner response you could possibly fucking get there.
He's not an edge runner.
I know. People would out you immediately if you weren't charismatic as fuck.
This is peak roleplay.
It is a simple persuasion check. That makes the most sense because you're trying to persuade them that you can't tell.
I'm putting 2 luck in that shit. $18.
Oh,
He puts his arm around your shoulder. He's like, you know what? I get it. But you know what? I can't wait to hear your name out there. If I think of anybody, you know what? Don't worry, I'll spread it that you've been here. I'll tell them.
Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Justice.
That's Mr. Red.
He takes his pistol, he holsters it back. And as he's like got his arm around you, kind of like chuckling with you, he's like chugging the vodka, and he whispers to you, "Don't fucking lie to me." And he puts the bottle back on the table, like half drinking. He's like, "You know what? I'm gonna go hang out with those guys. You have a fucking good time here, all right?"
I will.
Don't get flatlined out there. And he turns around and he walks away.
Charming guy, Angel.
I left.
Angel's not there.
That's
Just
right. I'm by myself.
You're the only one
That's
there,
what
and
we're saying.
you're in the booth by yourself, and I'm at the bar listening to this entire conversation. Did I hear the whisper or no, Jeff?
no, you definitely didn't hear the whisper. You heard everything else. He does. You know what he takes his. He has to take his big hand. What do they call it? Carry-alls. He takes his carry-all with all his badges with him. But he leaves one for you.
Rattling the whole way.
With blood on it or without blood?
There's blood on it. There's blood on all of them.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
He seems like a wonderful human being.
Wow, an edge runner that's fucking hinged? Who would have thought?
I'm glad Zeitgeist left.
I'm gonna turn around. Go ahead.
No, you go first. You're fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go ahead, turn around, stand up, walk straight to fucking Echo, and say, "Yeah, you're getting the fuck out of here."
The guy that just walked away from you is literally just staring at you, drinking the vodka.
Yeah, it's time to.
It's time to get out.
Could you imagine the bounty on that guy though? Holy shit!
Yeah,
I'm sending a message to my manager, and it just says in italics "Life on the Edge" and it says "Track 1 Cop Killer."
It's just gonna be body count, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just body count.
So, as you two go to walk out, he kind of follows behind you guys, vodka in hand still.
Oh shit!
But obvious, he's not even hiding it.
So the guy's watching.
And like when you guys stop, even if like you turn your head, he's just staring at you, just drinking the vodka right out of the glass.
Yeah.
You like what you see?
I might. He winks.
Wait, but me or at him?
It's kind of your guys' direction. You guys are next to each other.
Oh, so he's cross-eyed. We don't know which one.
No,
he
he's-
I'll kind of whisper over the child and it's like, not here.
Okay, wait, just keep going. I'm with you.
So, as you guys leave the main entrance of the afterlife, you start going up the stairs. And then you have to go left, if you remember. Like, you go up and then you go left. When you guys go up and left, you saw him staring at you. You guys turn. Like, he isn't no longer following you. But he definitely watched you walk all the way to the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
What the fuck did he tell you?
You know? He's afraid of cyber psychos.
He's afraid of
Most people
cyber-
are, let's be honest. I'm saying.
He might be one.
He's not all that in some regard.
But
I'm afraid of getting hit by a Mack truck.
yeah. But I mean, it's I don't like to share information. And he was
Yeah, no, I
asking
could tell. I
much-
could hear
so
you.
many things. Yeah. The if he's afraid of cyber psychos, we've killed more than he's killed then.
Yeah,
Cops are easy.
you say that. we have sight, guys.
Feels like, guys.
Wow, okay. You know, that is a sight if you manage to actually do that. Either way, I'm kind of interested to see her reaction to it.
About what?
Did you leave the badge on the table? Did you take it?
No, I
That's all
took
need
it.
to know. Okay, you did
Yeah.
take it.
What about the cop killer?
I don't
know
think
what he looks
Psyche
like.
needs to know about the cop killer. I mean, hasn't she been through enough recently?
Already been like 2 weeks since Viper died.
Yeah.
What's a little bit of motivation?
Is it a motivation or is it distracting her? We have a target. We've identified them. We need to plan around it.
Yeah, I think she's professional enough to keep that
We'll do it
under
after the
control.
job, then.
You want to confirm it after the job.
Yeah, we can do it after the job.
As you guys are kind of like chit-chatting, you both make me a perception.
1 second. 14.
13,
Ooh,
I have my notes up. What did you both say?
13 or
14
14.
and 13.
So you guys do notice kind of a supercar kind of going down the corner of the road. I need you both before I even give it to you because you guys didn't roll that high. I'm gonna have you give you a check to see if you can recognize the make and model of the car.
Okay. Well, would that be like library search or something?
I think there's land vehicle tech, right?
Is
I'm
that?
gonna give that to you. To make a land vehicle.
So I know plenty of
I
people
suck at that, but sure.
who drive cars who
11.
have no idea what car brands are.
11.
The only thing I'll give you with that 11 is you're not gonna get a name or brand, but it was really quiet.
Well, that's
But it was
sweet.
leaving. It was sleek. The problem is it's kind of in the distance. It was turning. I'm gonna say no with that land vehicle check. Even if you did, you really can't make it out. I will give you that it was high tech looking. So
I mean, I can already give us basically, or yeah, like a basic description to Caracal, and maybe he could figure out what it is. Have you ever heard of a high-tech, sleek, and then quiet-looking supercar?
I'll give
Message
you.
directly, by the way.
Are you sending him a message?
Yes.
I'll give you a land vehicle tech. It's a high one because you're
Yeah.
getting this description, you're not seeing it. So like off his description, it's a tough one. It's a tough roll, but maybe.
I have not burned a single point of luck yet, and I don't think I'm going to be planning to do so for the rest of the session. So I'm going to burn all 6 points of luck. Why not?
All right, let's see what you get.
28.
So, it's not a supercar; it's a hypercar.
Oh boy.
It is a Caliburn.
Fuck.
Ooh. Interesting.
I think your boy has connections.
Yeah, well, we gathered that.
Yeah, but more than just connections.
Well, the Caliburn is literally considered the flex car, right? Like you get this car to just fucking flex on people. So,
Oh yeah.
It's not going to be easy to shoot him whilst he's in it, though, either.
No. But if we know what car it is and we know what it looks like, there's not many Caliburns in the city. I can guarantee you that.
Does not know. And
Let me call a guy.
the question is it the was it the Guinevere or the I can't remember what the other one's called.
it's again, it was just off his description, so you're not going to get
Yeah.
the.
Because one status, one is actually performance. The one that the vigilante guy had, the black one, that one was actually performance. The Guinevere one was
Well-
more style.
I mean, that one seemed a little bit more like, oh, there's only so many in the world types.
Yeah,
Deal,
which means
you know?
which means it's going to be the other one. It's going to be the high performance one,
Probably.
a higher performance one. I think that is.
Oh, I guess I'll give you the color, right? You definitely noticed the color.
Yeah.
It was yellow.
Oh yeah, it is called Caliban. I'm thinking wrong.
Interesting.
Aerodite,
well-
Aerodite's the one I'm thinking of. Caliban, yeah, Caliban is the.
Yeah, those are the flying boys. Yeah,
Yeah.
these are Rayfields.
No, the Aerodite is the Guinevere. I got mixed up.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those are the
yeah.
But no, the Rayfields are
The
those are the
brand.
ones with all like the tint, like the super hardcore tinted chrome windows and stuff.
Yeah.
Do I, off the top of my dome, would I assume that they don't typically come with any upgrades? They're just purely like sports cars initially.
Yes, unless he's added something. It doesn't come. The dealer, quote unquote, doesn't add any of the extra stuff.
That is troublesome. I like how this little shit, like, I'm purely just going on a rant over the text. Like, I like how this little shit's like, I'm the best driver. Say, while driving one of the fastest cars in the world. What a fucking asshole. What a little prick.
It's not the make of the car that makes the razor, right?
Which is weird, because that's exactly what he fucking said to me. What a dickhead.
Oh, if
I'm
you
quoting
win,
him.
if you win and we get the pink slip, that's if you wanted to, we could all retire. The fucking money we could get from one of them.
Not all of
Well,
us.
3 of you could retire. But 2 of you,
Well,
technically.
Zeitgeist's plan, like her plan, the whole reason she's edge running would be sorted like that.
Yeah, market price is 135K.
Yeah,
So, I mean, like, you'd be all right.
yeah.
You'd be able to survive for a couple years. Handsomely.
Zeitgeist's entire plan is done.
Now.
She should be out of the city.
Remember, if you sell that, Butcher gets out. No, I'm just kidding.
But you're the 3% of what we sell.
All right. Well, I mean,
Oh,
we only need the gun.
Butcher, you
which
get
would be
a
harder to
message back.
get from-
You get a message back saying don't fuck it up. But they respected that message and don't mess it up.
Bear in mind, we're still going after like a interfere in the middle of the race and see if we can't pick him off. Yeah.
Right,
kinda
but I'm less confident about that now.
Well, that's the fun part about driving extremely fast vehicles. Avoiding obstacles becomes a lot harder at top speed.
I appreciate that, but if he's as good as he says he is,
Well, he has to contend with both obstacles as well as my ass. So
true. How
we
if
just gotta pick a location.
this course has got a lot of fucking straights, that might be harder than.
It will be challenging.
Yes.
From what I hear, Capitan's a little bit more on the fair side. I don't think he's gonna pour it in favor of one race or the other. So I think it's probably gonna be a mix of both. But
True.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make it up in the corners. I've seen you drive. I know you're good. Doesn't matter if you can just pull away from me on the straights.
yeah, we'll see.
No.
Either way, I'm heading out of the city right now. So let me know if you guys change any of the plans or if you need anything. But
Yeah, like it's just like if you're having this conversation while she's like in between a match and just like finishes like swigging a drink of like water, and just goes back to just practicing Aikido and throwing people around. Yeah. You're in the full Steven Seagal. And just put all over.
You're touching him.
Yeah.
Anything I need to know about what you guys are doing then on your own or anything?
I'd like to paint while I'm at my apartment.
Make a paint check, please.
Paint check.
Okay. I can never remember where any of this shit is because there's
Technique.
10 different ones. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Paint check. Good paint check. Paint check. Yeah.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. What are you trying to paint?
The view from my window of a rainy night city.
All right. Looks pretty good, and for once you feel a little better about it. Definitely comes out more kind of what you're looking for. You feel like you might have worked through some of your issues, some still linger. But you're kind of getting back to normal. All right. Hey guys.
How is that going back home? I'm just trying to make sure that he's not being tailed by the, the Red Justice or whatever his name is.
Justice bleeds.
That's a lot of typing.
I put the track out there for you guys there. I'll be honest, I drew on the map on this track before I rolled on his car, so.
Why does it kind of look like Hampton Squidward?
Oh, it's a fair amount of straightaway.
Yeah.
Is it just me?
Okay. We start off. So if I can get a good, it favors me at the start and at the end. So that is okay.
Yeah, I reckon he's gonna pass you on the bridge. You might get to Pacifica at about the same time. That's when he's gonna overtake. I think. That would make sense to me.
I hope that last part is not confusing. I know it's the same color and it overlaps, but
I think I get what you mean. Where they come in. I'm guessing it's a hard right, and then up and around, and then comes back. Then it's a hard left to the finish.
What?
It does not go.
Oh, over here, yeah.
Yeah.
I was following the pink arrows. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, over here, yeah.
I was thinking like it goes.
Yeah,
this
so
way.
yeah, we turn left at this intersection, go all the way around, and then back to the intersection, and then finish up at the docks.
It like spirals into the docks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what
okay.
I was thinking.
I mean, I'll leave that up to you guys where you want to try and spring that. If you want to go for a particular location. During that
How
day,
he breaks, so he just goes into the docks.
we would lose the car. I will say that. Keep that in mind.
True.
I
It's
mean,
funny, though.
the finish line is in the docks, right? Like over here.
Yeah.
How far is this stretch here?
it's pretty far. I mean, I'm not looking at it but that's a pretty far stretch.
Like across the bay?
Yeah, you also gotta know there's like docks, so like to even see it, like you'd have all the buildings and everything else on the other side too.
Okay, that's
But it depends what your plan is.
Just wanted to see if there was a vantage point on the other side.
Yeah, that's a good couple 3 blocks at least.
Okay. Good little final straightaway. During that next day, I'm gonna be out with the clan down in the Badlands. I want to purchase some deployable spike strips. Which I love that I can get them for 10 eddies a pop, which is insane. So I'll probably get like. We want to maximize the amount of damage we can do, as well as the likelihood of enemy. I'm gonna buy 4 of them.
Okay.
And if we could just just basically stack them up like, bap, 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 and like the likelihood of him hitting it just increases. I'm like, hey. And if I can help push him into the right spot, then that'd be even better. But yeah, I'm gonna buy 4 of them, and then while I'm out here, if it was possible for me to check out that vehicle they were talking about, just to see what we're working with.
Oh, absolutely. It is a high performance ground car.
Okay.
You would have to put some time into it to kind of figure out what it is. It does look fixable with about 2 weeks worth of you and about 1,000 to 2,000 eddies into it. It would get it running. Okay, so it's more of like it was a normal car that has a sports performance package on it. So it doesn't have like the complete supercar look. It's a little more muscly than that because it's just kind of upgraded. It's completely covered in absolute sand dust. It dents, scratches. It's pretty fucked up, but the engine itself is pretty good because it was sealed, so none of the dust. You just would have to clean it out. The brand. Roll me a vehicle tech to see if you can get it through the dust and all that. You'll get it at some point. I'm just seeing if you get it now.
Give me 2.
Yeah, so you can kind of get a make and model from it. Is kind of where the engine power lies. It's not quite that car, but it's kind of where it sits. So it is a muscle luxury car. It's kind of built to be that way. It does have there's like no windshield. It's absolutely gone. But other than that, it looks pretty intact. It's about 2 weeks of work. About, you say like you'll get closer, but right now you'd think of between 1,000 and 2,000 eddies of just random little parts here or there to patch it back up. It's not exactly, like I said, a supercar, but it has swagger and power.
Okay. Nice little side project. I'll leave it with my buddy for now and see what he can work on it in the meantime. But yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
What do you guys think about hitting them at the Pacifica Playground?
I just responded to that.
For the possible backup plan of, I was thinking kind of the same thing, possible backup plan of diverting him out of town as he's coming out of Rancho Coronado. Like, that's going to be where he's at his most isolated in the city in terms of population and in terms of buildings. Right? It's a more open space.
True.
I mean, isn't this the highway over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm saying is,
in this
like,
area.
we've got this whole area here to play with.
Set up an ambush.
Right. And then coming up out of here, if we can divert him, coming up out of here, divert him onto that ramp, force him going out of town to the south into the Badlands.
Maybe put
As
some
a
kind of
backup,
blockade.
I'm saying if we can take care of him at the playground, let's take care of him at the playground.
Right here is going to be the probably the best point.
Yeah.
Everything around him here is going to be abandoned.
Yeah, and he's going to be moving slower for the ramp. How high up is that ramp down there?
Not very. That's one of the ones where it just kind of turns into it, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's just biotechnical stuff. Right down.
Yeah, I kind of like that spot.
Because if we can't get him at the playground, we can set up maybe the spike traps here. That way it does force him off that ramp. If he catches it in time.
Yeah.
What that is, it's not going to be just him on the road. Normal people are going to be travelling in and out. So we can cause a massive fucking pile up and slow them both down. That was an option. We can kill probably a handful of people.
Out of character, I just want to casually mention, it was mentioned before, don't forget there is a fixer involved in this race. So if you interfere, just keep in the back of your mind of how to make sure it's not obvious that it was you, because we all know when you fuck with fixers, you end up just not having a good time in Night City.
Yeah,
well, that's
we're gonna have
what
to
I'm
keep it
kinda
relatively
thinking.
discreet.
We try quiet at one location, and if that doesn't work, then we go loud.
We don't want to go loud at any point during the race. Once the race is ended, then we can go loud. But until the race finishes, we can try subtle. If subtle doesn't work, we go silent.
Okay.
We do not want to fuck with fixers, and we do not want them putting a bounty on us.
We're fucking with the sanctioned race.
Yeah.
The moment a fixer got involved, this all went to shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no other way for a race.
No. There's no other way for a fair race. And also, there's no way he was going to let us pick the route. If we're challenging him, he gets to pick the route.
Turns out he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's not what behind he is.
I mean, it's easy.
Which, you know, is
For
something
you-
we need to factor in as we're making our plans.
Here's a thought. Win or lose the race, you have to trade your cars. At the finish line,
The
he
fixer
and probably
trades the cars. That's what the fixer's for.
yeah, but at the end of the race, you still have to give it to the fixer. Is it not the case?
We can't kill him in front of the fixer.
Oh, we can kill him in front of the fixer. We just can't kill him in front of the fixer until the swap is done and
Exactly.
everything's done.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We wait until, like, if you guys want to do an ambush, silent ambush, I assume you will try to keep it subtle.
Yeah. If we wait to the finish line, he's just gonna have all his buddies with him as well, which is just an added
he's going to
layer of
totally be
bullshit.
expecting it then. He's going to be expecting it then. He's going to be expecting it for a good long while after then.
Probably.
Yeah.
If we're going to try something like that, we need to hit him before.
Nah, we can take care of him and his buddies. We could be expecting it, but it doesn't matter if we already have an advantage as well. We need distance. We have ways to shoot from some distance.
Yeah.
And it's not just you, Garrett.
It's also the case of if we got too much distance, what's going to stop him from jumping in another vehicle and just driving the fuck away? Because
I mean, he's not a super villain. It's not like he's going to be able to do anything to somebody on a rooftop that far away.
true.
That we know of.
But
And I can't imagine this guy having access to an airstrike.
No.
But I am telling you, we do not want to close to close quarters with this guy under any circumstances.
Also, we don't want him shooting a pistol at us either.
So we have to find a way to take him out before the race or after so that we don't get involved with the fixer.
Yeah.
Right. And like I think a rocket launcher might be an appropriate weapon.
Look, I just made a purchase.
We're talking about subtle here, and you're talking about
I kid you not. He
I'm
literally
also
whispered
talking
me
about
like
way
15
more
minutes
than this
ago.
contract was worth when they told us. We got
Worrying that
underbid
I'm on
here.
the same line of thought as Eddie.
rocket launcher.
I've literally bought a rocket launcher with 2 armor-piercing rockets.
I mean, if you want to. If you don't want to involve yourselves in the race, we can lay down the spike strips. Y'all get the fuck out of Dodge, or find a good hiding spot. If we can still do the tracker, golden. Because that way, after the race, even if I lose, we'll have a way to track him. And then, win or lose, we follow him to wherever, deal with him.
What if we put the tracker on your car?
I've just
Because I don't
realized.
want to lose. That's the problem. I really
I've
don't
just
want to lose.
realized-
Is that a pride thing or is that a?
No. I've just realized a massive fucking problem with this plan.
Mm-hmm.
When we turn up, the fixer's going to want the pick slips before the race even fucking starts.
Yes.
We don't have
That's
a
what
pink
we've been
slip
saying.
for that fucking car. That's not ours. We're renting it effectively. We do not have the pink slip for that fucking car. As soon
Just
as
steal it.
we turn up and as soon as Cal turns up and can't produce the pink slip,
We have
We're not-
a net runner and a cop. We have access to all the city records.
it's not as easy as you think.
We can forge
Perfect.
one. We give them the pink slip. We embed the tracker into the car, not on it, but inside of the car.
I mean, presumably these are cryptographic certificates, but at the same
Yeah.
time, yes.
You could forge that, I'm sure.
We got Netrunner, Cop, and Nomad Clan to fuck around with a vehicle registration forgery.
Yeah.
My
It's
baby
not
rocket
drove a
science.
muscle car.
Yeah,
What if
it
we
probably
embed
wouldn't-
the tracker into the car? That way he doesn't notice it on the outside of the vehicle. We plant it
Yeah.
inside the upholstery in the engine.
I could do that. I'm aware. I get the logistics of it. I just don't want to lose.
You're thinking here you're not going to lose.
That's the plan. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna race to the best of my abilities to say. Fuck
Frankly,
you.
If you win, we get paid out enough to say fuck this job in the first place. So
You're not
Hey!
wrong. All right.
there is a tiny problem for 3 of
But-
you.
There's
But
a teensy tiny little problem there, right there, with what you
How
just
is-
said there, Echo. And it
What do you-
starts with the letter
Hey!
A.
Have you got mixed up with? I resend the gif of Echo with the envelope.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would be remiss. I mean, granted, here's the thing: if we can still go after the guy as a little cherry on top of it, be like, "Hey, look how kick ass we did at this job." Because I mean, if we're already planning to, on a loss, kill him and take all his money, or take him alive. But let's be honest: if we're at that point already, killing him might be the
Probably
easiest
killing
option.
No, we're
Yeah.
definitely killing
In
him.
addition
there
to
ain't no
that-
way we're taking him alive.
in addition to that, you really think he's gonna lose his friend's car and then not kill us for him losing?
Yeah.
We can go
Also
give him the
true.
option. Like, if he doesn't want to, if Carl wins, and he's really set on not giving him the car, we can just give us the gun then. No fighting, no
that's-
nothing. We get the gun. We
I
get.
have
Remember.
I have a really bad idea that I already hate, but I feel like logistically could work out in our favor. I could intentionally lose,
Fuck that shit. No.
but then we could potentially get access to whatever he flies.
I hate that idea, but I love it at the same time. It makes so much more sense.
Oh, that's just.
We'll put it on the back burner. And we'll
Well,
go
it's
with,
on brand for us. I'll give you that much.
Have we seen any new Arrows eps or anything like that flying around the city?
So
Like,
we have you as a
big
ringer.
giant billboard
But
like
I,
this is
I,
mine.
I think if we can kill him and get access to his like ID and like maybe Angel can like hack whatever is still operational on him if he has anything like under his name or like that he
Rob the
has
fucking
or like frequently located places on his little map quests bullshit. Be like, oh hey, look, a hangar. What's over here? So I
We
mean,
are
it's
getting
not out of the question.
severely sidetracked from what the actual mission is.
Oh,
Mission is the
100%.
gun.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the only
This is
thing
just
we get is the gun.
We
This
need
is all
his
just-
gun and the ammo.
We're trying to get home. We're trying to go home with a big payroll here. That's the goal.
Yes.
Trying to get a
But
bonus.
the gun is Arasaka's priority for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, we're gonna kill him.
Yes. This is
Okay.
and
Who's
like I
buying
said,
the tracker?
if we can get the gun and the ammo without killing him, touching him, anything, that is also acceptable.
He doesn't need to be gone. He just needs to not
That
have the weapon.
I feel like that's harder to. Weirdly
will
enough,
be
I
harder.
feel like it might be harder to do
It might
than
be
just
harder
killing
to-
him.
Oh, he's
Might be.
going to die eventually.
Of old age.
I mean, everybody
Alright.
does eventually.
Might not be
Yeah,
today.
Yeah, if somebody wants to buy the tracker, I can plant it inside of the Quadra, just in case we end up losing it, and then that'll be the plan, is to follow him to wherever his little base is. But on a win, hey, he's just hanging out, relying on a buddy's vehicle. Yeah. So
No
try to
vehicle.
win. If we lost, we have a plan B.
If we are going to attempt an ambush,
Not on the
what
right.
if we?
I think
What if
it'll
we
be
ambush him? Roll with me here.
okay.
What if we ambush him when he is expecting it,
So at any
But then
point,
pull back.
basically.
right? And then hit him again.
That would imply that you'd be able to catch up to him for a second time.
So you're saying attack him on the way to the race, and then attack him at the end of the race.
If we make a credible attempt, he is expecting us to make an attempt on him. Right?
Sure.
I almost guarantee you he knows this is about a lot more than a fucking race.
Definitely.
And I mean, he already knows.
I mean, hypothetically, y'all have the Grundy as well. So if you want to just be like, just do a quick little hit and run, be like, peace, bitch, and then get the fuck out.
Like,
Try and do a pin maneuver as he's crossing a junction and just spin him out.
he knows.
You don't even have to hit him though, but he'll see it, right? That's what he's trying to say. Is like just the attempt alone, right? Will
Yeah.
get him to.
I can give it a go. But I'm guessing
So-
Like, if we make a credible attempt,
Neo Coyote.
he is going to let his guard down. He is expecting us to make an attempt on him.
Or he bails.
Belt.
That would be the smart thing to do, but
He's a
he's
soldier.
not that smart.
But
Look how
at that
flashy
point,
he is. Look how cocky
legally
he is.
speaking, I will finish the race alone. I will have legal ownership over the car at that point. I'd be like, Fixer, what the fuck was that? He just ran off the race like a bitch. Go send people after him, please.
You would have the fixers backing on that situation. You would.
If he was in
That's
any way
potato.
that guy, we wouldn't even have the contract to go kill him.
Yeah,
You can
that's
certainly
not bad.
get
Yeah, I think doing a quick little guerrilla tactics hit and run, get the fuck out. If he runs, great. If he keeps racing, at least it'll slow him down a fair bit.
The one problem, if shit goes sideways, there's also a chance we might hit you.
Don't hit me.
Well,
I'm not.
the
I'll
easy
be the
answer
not
to that.
yellow one.
The easy answer to that is don't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can do
it's
that.
a plan, but shit can
It's a
always go wrong.
plan.
All right, so you kind of got a plan. You're gonna set up the spike traps on that corner and just leave them. It is what it is. Where do you kind of want to try to just randomly ram into them? Where's that spot?
The best area is here when they're going slowest, and it's
Oh, for sure. Because if you
yeah,
just
that
sit,
hairpin.
you just sit right here, and when he goes to turn, you just accelerate.
When Cal makes the call and I see them coming down to turn, that's when I'm guessing Mio or Chayote floor it and try and smash into one of them.
Fuck, put a bus on this little side. We'll steal a bus. Put on this side street. If they're coming, just we'll block one lane.
Why
Just
don't we?
Make sure Cal knows which one it is first.
As as mentioned previously, Cal's car has a fucking battering ram on it. Why don't we just just drive at him with that?
Yep. Yeah.
So no need to steal a bus. We just
it's designed to take impacts. You guys will take no damage if you just hit him head on.
I mean, use the bus as a barricade in case we miss him when we hit him. Like, box his ass in there.
That's what the spike traps are for.
Hey.
All right.
That's what the spike traps are for if we miss.
But will they track Cal's car back to us?
Our backups need backups. That's all I'm saying.
It is a rust bucket built out from Russian parts. There's no way they can track them. We're good. They might recognize like the brand, but
it doesn't have a VIN number on it. I've been sent to give him citations, and there is no fucking VIN number on it.
They might have seen it around town, but
might have heard it around town.
They might have heard it around town, but it's not like I don't have like legal ownership of it, so.
That entire car was 3D printed.
Oh, the shit bucket. Okay, gotcha.
All right.
It is a ship bucket designed to be a tank. Yeah.
All right. So we kind of got an idea out. So my only question is, one, who's buying the tracker?
I already spent enough money on a rocket launcher and armor piercing rounds.
Oh, do you mean as in behind it, as in buying it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is the tracker?
If this on the expenses even? Motherfuckers.
It doesn't show up here, that's why I was asking.
I think I charged like 100. I think I charged what, like?
I believe there is an actual thing for it in the. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Where are you, sir?
Tracking device. Okay, the only one that shows here is from 2020 prices.
Homing Tracer 500.
That was it.
Oh, homing tracer.
Yep.
You guys live like this? This is not how we do business upstairs at all.
It's boring.
So here's the thing. Oh wait, hold on. So here's a trick to that cost though. If somebody has the homing tracer cyber finger, it's 50 eddies.
Do you have it? Oh,
because it's a fingernail. It's a fingernail tracer, but it's 1 mile. I think the homing tracer.
Only 1 mile.
They're both 1 mile.
Are they?
They're both 1 mile, but there is an issue though. You require a cyber audio. I don't know if you have that.
Cyber audio, sweet.
So no, he doesn't. Not for the finger. The finger just points. His hand will literally just point to the tracer.
Isn't that the case? Because I thought a cyber audio.
No,
that's what you need.
Cyber finger that can point in the direction of its link tracer. He can his finger can just point it at it.
Yeah.
Like the regular tracker isn't just a tracker; it's also a bug. I think.
You're thinking of the other one.
It can be.
Yeah, you're thinking of the other one, pancakes.
Gotcha.
So he could just do a finger tracker to the thing, and if you can also do a tracker to his car. It's only 50 eddies if you want to attempt to like shoot a fingernail into the other car. It's possible.
I could also just attempt to try and conceal it within it. So even if they like check the car afterwards, relatively decently, I know spots that can't be like detected and stuff.
It's size of a fingernail. You could hide it in the engine and anything. Really, you can put it anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I know places where it'll be safe.
Yeah.
Just drop it in the gas tank.
I love that you have a homing tracer cyber finger.
Did you see the item I want to look for?
I don't know what that is, but I like the name of it, so let me take a look.
It was from the April 1st release. It's kind of right down what we're looking for, actually.
What is it?
I don't want to say anything yet, because it'll be funny.
Or when you just whip it out.
When in doubt.
It's the Sanru one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 200-ish eddies.
I'll pay that easily. For this absolute meme machine.
That's gonna be curious now. What? Which one? Which of the scenarios? Please. Okay, I don't think it's that one. It's not that one. It's not that one.
So we're planning on doing the hit and run on this corner. Is that it? And then spike trip over.
Yes, that's kind of why I wrote on there. We got the ambush over here, and then the spikes on that turn, and you're gonna see how it goes. So, let's put some notes in here. What are you guys putting on his grungy? Like, what are you bringing? I need to know exactly what's on your person, and like what you're just like leaving in the car. Like, I need to know like what you guys are bringing. Obviously, you're bringing a rocket launcher. All right. So before we even decide that, who's driving?
Not me.
Zeitgeist.
Okay, I was about to say, so I'm guessing it's either me or Chayote.
Angel can drive pretty well too, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, who's shooting the rocket
respectfully,
launcher if somebody wants to?
I think anyone can with the rocket launcher. We got fucking 2 solos.
I can definitely.
I'm not a heavy
that's-
weapons guy.
Neither am I, but
Oh wait, no, that's
fifth-
heavy weapons. Right.
50 eddies each. You can have your 3.
Hell yeah.
That's heavy weapons.
Yeah.
Not a heavy
Yeah,
weapons
that's heavy
guy.
weapons.
Now your plan isn't to shoot it. I'm just saying it's a good idea to like. It's gonna be in the car, right? Just in the back seat, you know, on the floor or whatever for somebody to use.
Well, no,
Um,
this is an oversight in the plan.
Well, that's the fun thing about explosives. You don't need to be dead on. That's the fun part.
that was kind of my plan.
True.
I'm shooting at. My plan is to shoot at vehicles, not at people.
Yeah.
Vehicles
All
are
right.
easy.
All right, so
True.
who's shooting the rocket launcher? Who's driving? So Angel can drive. I believe Angel has enough drive that it's not going to be any sort of craziness.
It's just the one concern I have is maneuvers. And
It's
So
up
we
to
can
you.
kinda-
I mean,
I don't mind
Alchayote
someone else
or Butcher can try to shoot the rocket launcher.
well, put it this way, I've got nothing in heavy weapons either, so I don't mind who shoots it because
It can be anyone with decent enough reflex, basically.
yeah, I've got a reflex of 8. And I've got no levels in.
Well,
I have.
Echo,
also
when's the
know-
last time Echo shot a rocket launcher?
I
Not
do have.
recently.
This is in character. I do one thing, and I do it very well, and it's not that.
I was about to say, at
do
least
have-
with the solos, with their roll ability, they can kind of
Fumble.
stack the odds a little
Avoid the
bit in their
fumble.
favor.
Yes.
I do have IP I could spend.
Really?
I do have IP I could spend because I.
Well, that's assuming I don't force you to do this maneuver right
True.
here, right now. No.
I am okay.
That's something that I think.
All right, if you guys want a
Supposed to
metagame,
improve.
what's all your heavy shoulder? The 3 or 4 of you, because he's already cutting himself out of the rocket launcher.
I have 8.
Yeah, I'm at 8.
I think we're
I'm
all
at
at like
'cause I'm at
at-
level
yeah.
0.
And nobody has any levels.
No, I think
Nobody uses heavy weapons.
yeah, everybody with high reflexes just at 8.
I think I asked this earlier when I was planning on getting a heavy weapon on
Yeah.
the Grundy. And then nobody was like, nobody has any levels in that or auto fire. I was like,
I guess that's
I
true.
have auto fire.
Angel's also at 8, so I guess any of you can attempt to shoot it.
literally
I just
any
think
of you can shoot it.
I just think it would be funny if Echo was the one to shoot it out of the backseat window.
I mean, I could get
It would be.
get a +2 by using precision attack bonus, but I'd have to call a precision attack to do that, so I'm already taking a -8.
Yeah, no, mind you, I
Do
can.
you?
I think so.
No,
no,
precision
was it-
attack is
Just a
not a
plus
called shot.
Yeah, it's
Precision
just
attack is
a,
just
it's
a
a flat
+2.
bonus to your attack, yeah.
Sorry, I'm mixing up games.
All right, so he's
pretty
got
much.
10 at most, so he can make it 10.
And I can technically make it 10 as well.
All
I
right.
have the same ability.
Okay, so that decides that Zeitgeist can drive because one of you two are gonna shoot it with the +10.
Well, we've got.
If
I've
you
got
need
2
to.
rockets, so each of you can have a go.
But do we have more than just one rocket launcher?
I only have 1 rocket launcher, but I have 2 armor-piercing rockets. 'Cause I
It
didn't
is
wanna be in a
armor-piercing.
situation where- Yeah, I didn't want to be in the situation where we were in last game when Ocelot shot the rocket launcher and went, "I've got no more rockets." But now we
basically.
just have a rocket
I
launcher.
Angel
think it's far
can-
more useful to you if you can
also quick hack.
distract him enough to get to close range.
Well, that ain't. Angel could quick hack the car, attempt to at that moment too with the ambush, right? That might as well attempt to.
Do we
Or
want to
if
go
him being
full?
completely paralyzed, I am not closing to that range.
Do we want to go full bore on the hit and run?
That's the
Like, do
question.
we want to
man.
expend everything, or do we want to be like, if he can get to a secondary location, and then we can use explosives on like multiple people if need be?
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
loud. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
Crash
thinking
is
just,
loud.
I'm thinking just pure physical for the
Yes,
the road
but-
ambush.
I'm thinking for the road ambush, pure physical, and then possibly try a quick hack as we're smashing into him.
Yes, yeah.
After that, leave it.
Save,
We try-
save weapons for when they
Yeah.
can fire back. Yes, I
Yeah.
think so. I think that's good.
we after the hit and run, we try and get to the docks at relative speed, because we're not going to win. We're not going to get there first, but get there as close as we can to when you finish. Just so
Yeah, they're driving their super and hypercar down. Here's you in the
Yeah.
grungy, like, let's go.
Yeah, going to be
I'm
ragging
definitely not.
the
sorry.
shit out of it. Like ragging the shit out of it, but we're still going to lose in terms of getting there at first.
I mean, in all fairness, we have to go all the way over here and then around here. All you have to do is go.
Yeah, but no, we have, well, I was thinking this. Here's where we're going to ambush. So we're going to have to go all the like. This is going to be the fastest route.
Oh yeah, that as well. You can do that
Yeah.
as well.
So that's going to be the fastest route for us to get there.
I mean, technically, if you guys roll fast enough, you might be able to do a second ram up there too.
There's a chance, yes, but that's going to be slim. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, my
We'll see.
idea for the rocket launchers was either way, if Cal wins or Cal loses, when they try to peel out, that's when we go loud, and that's when
I
we start
think
using explosives.
In that general section of the spike strips and the hit and run, I'm gonna try and stay on him as tightly as possible, like door to door, just so that he can't maneuver, so that you guys have a little bit more of an accurate shot on both.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
and
we
if
wanna
you
do
have an
is smash-
opportunity to just run them off the road or do something that's within the rules.
No, that's
Yeah, I-
within though. That's expected.
I told him I was gonna be a bit of a dick, so
If you can get them off the bridge, get them off the bridge. Preferably to land in Pacifica rather than in
it'd be
the water.
nice. Yeah, I do want to collect this vehicle afterwards.
Yeah, where we send the body is kind of where ideally you would get the car to land.
We'll see.
Oh, if we can lock him up and take him alive, great.
No.
I don't know
Alright.
if I'm taking that chance.
So you guys have a general plan. Is anybody buying any special gear? So he's got the fingernail tracer. You might want to spend 50 eddies to get another one.
Yeah,
Echo.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you have two. And then you can replace it, so you'll shoot it, then you'll actually be able to, or give him the one, and then actually
Yeah.
replace it.
I don't know how I'm going to intimate this without outright saying it. But I am going to intimate that if this guy thinks we're punks, then the time he is going to least expect us to go loud is when he is surrounded with other soft targets.
Well, that was the plan, right? Was after the cars are, once the fixture's done, getting the pink slips traded, whatever direction it goes, is when you guys would have the potential to
Well,
go
I'm
out.
not saying we engineer an ambush in a playground full of kids. But what I'm saying is, if he found himself around collateral damage, he might be of the mind to think we wouldn't dare hit him then. I might be too far in his head.
I feel like we're completely ignoring the fact of the people who hired us for a job being like, hey, stop going so fucking loud all the time.
Well, I know. I'm just at a certain point. If we value completing the mission more than staying quiet, if we're gonna go loud.
I'm
We're
just
not
saying,
gonna go a little loud. Like if we're gonna get yelled at anyway.
This is why he gets half correct. Yeah.
No, it's just- So
Well,
basically,
sure.
yeah, no. Basically, with I kind of get it. You guys are gonna play it by ear after this whole race.
Yeah.
You guys
I
show
think
up.
end of race, we'll see.
Yeah, you guys show up to the end of the race. Be ready, but just kind of play it by ear is what he's kind of saying. Have your gear, be ready, and just let it see if it slips, and then you can track him. Is the whole point? Is he gets the car, he drives it away. You guys track him, and then you just deal with him however you feel fit. You'll cross that bridge when you get there.
Echo, with your
We'll improvise,
your
adapt, and
beacons,
overcome.
with your beacons, we put one in our car. You're able to. But how far away are you able to fire those? Because if we
far
can
as
get one on his person if he loses, and just be like, "Cool, see you when you sit on a couch somewhere," and just go for him.
Let me give him a hug and kiss at the finish line.
I'm not kissing. We'll get there when we get there. If I can get one on him, I will. But what we
I'll
have now
kiss
is good.
Yeah.
I'll kiss him.
That's pretty gay, bro. All right.
Give him a Glasgow kiss. Boom.
All
He
right.
broke my heart.
All right. I guess I'll see you back in the city then. I guess we'll start working on the pink slip, getting that all official.
I think that's a check, isn't it?
I mean, maybe I'm just gonna be like, "Hey,
It's
friends, while I'm here, can you make this car mine in the eyes of the law?"
yeah, that's. There's two ways we can go about this. One is we do the Arasaka business again and get
yeah.
Angel into the station and let
Because
her...
we don't need it like legal. We just need it official looking enough to pass under a look, you know?
Or I've got to somehow make one and get it printed off. And tell you now, actually, I think I might be okay at forging. I can't remember. I'm not bad at forging. I'm not bad at forging.
I got people whose entire job is to do that, so if you want to do it.
You guys definitely could just make a fake one that'll pass immediately. Like, it might be a problem down the road, but like at first when he takes it, he's gonna be like, yeah, this looks legit.
Yeah, I think the Nomads would be better at that than me, and also less risks for them. Because everything gets fucking tracked on this.
Because this is not their vehicle.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit. Be like, okay, yeah, it's not part of our pool. Fuck it.
Yeah,
If I lose it, there's literally no skin off their back.
Yeah, I think Nomad.
I mean, they're putting Cal's name on it in the end of the day anyway in this pink slip. So,
well, they're putting a name on it. I don't think Caracal can be put under first and last name of an official.
Ramon J. Henderson.
Gary Smith.
Why does
Yeah.
Why do all the cars in this Nomad clan are owned by John Smith?
He's an entrepreneur. Don't worry about it.
Don't you can't use John Doe because that's actually a solo.
Yeah, that's an actual solo.
yeah, that's actually a solo.
I can take you to like 3 guys named Joey in New Jersey like that right now.
Yeah, there's no New Jersey. This is Night City.
Yeah, but I think unless we want to get any other supplies, I think we're pretty much set on the plan.
Yeah.
Right.
I will be wearing my plausible deniability uniform.
I'm sure I'd be way more helpful if I wasn't doing this at 3 in the morning. But I can't think of anything better.
That's fair. I'll swap out my my Artemis for the Grundy and pass that along to Zeitgeist, and then we shall get ready.
Yeah, so
right.
I'm gonna have my pistol in my hidden holster, my SMG on the hip, and I'm gonna have the magma knuckles and the rocket launcher in the back of the Grundy.
Okay.
I will say there is a little like weapon mount like directly in the middle
Oh,
of
right, yeah, then I
the
was-
Grundy there, where he usually keeps his sniper rifle. So
I would stick the rocket launcher in it.
All right.
Sniper rifle
Anything?
might rattle around a bit afterwards after you bends the clips to put. She bends the clips
Sounds
to put
good.
the
Angel, what are
rocket
you bringing? And Echo, what would you be bringing?
Yeah, I'm bringing my Sternmeyer, my beloved assault rifle.
Are you bringing a grenade?
When he shows up, he's got on a strap to his back. He has a little plushie that looks exactly like him, and is dressed exactly like him. And on the plushie belt is like a bunch of like really shiny, colorful grenades.
Oh,
God,
if Echo is going to be there as Echo or whatever.
Wave grenades.
I'm just gonna be in my uniform with all my shit.
yeah, with any luck, you'll be flying past him fast enough for him to not be able to recognize you. So,
Angel, what are you bringing?
I am bringing myself and my. I don't use it a lot, so I'll bring my sniper and my pistol.
oh,
All right, so you can easily just like keep the sniper like up in the back as well, up quick for grab or whatever. And your answer to your question, El Chayote, the answer is no.
okay, gotcha.
What are you bringing?
No, since I can't get that. Did we finally decide on who's shooting the rocket launcher?
So that's more of just play it by ear. We're not sure, like, because the plan was just try to ram them, finish the race, maybe he hits the spikes, meet them at the finish, and then just play it by ear. I mean, so really, whoever gets it can grab it off. It's just hooked there. So if combat quote unquote starts, somebody could just grab it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put in.
Grab it, fire, throw it to the ground.
So what I'm thinking here then is. Okay, no, I'll just grab mine. I'll grab my assault rifle.
I was just saying that's all you usually bring, so I figured.
Yep. Well,
All
that
you
and armor
need.
piercing.
Okay.
I don't really need anything else.
All right. Sounds like you guys are all geared up. We'll end the session here, obviously. I'll give each of you 50 IP. The next session will decide if you guys really get IP and how much you get. Yeah.
Hey, the number of the beast.
I should have bought a new armor jack. Means at 8. Oh well. Too late.
Can't wait to use these stupid grenades. They're gonna be so funny.
I just looked up what they are. They're so dumb, but also they're so on brand for Echo.
Wait, what grenades did you buy?
The Sanro Hello Kitty chromatic rave grenades.
Oh, I'm sorry. What do
yeah.
they do? Oh, no, wait, no. I want to be
Don't-
surprised.
Don't look
Yeah,
up.
okay, yeah, exactly.
It is
Yeah, let him.
perfectly on
Yeah,
brand
nobody
for
look
Echo.
it up. Nobody look up that it has and just have fun with it when he
You
rips
know,
one.
So tell me, leave me out. No spoilers.
I re-looked it up because I got curious. And I now want Echo to have these at all times.
I will consistently now buy all the stupidest items in the books.
I trust the writers of this game that much.
I just love the idea of, oh god, it's so perfectly character